What's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. The Zone. We in the building, bro. You know what I mean? Shout outs to the whole squadron. We out here, man. My boy, you know what I mean? Fresh BX in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Fresh BX in the building. You know I'm talking about? Brother Boxing Talk. We in the building, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The boxing champ. The boxing champ, we in here. The boxing champ was goody, man. You know what I mean? What's popping off? We got a great subject. We got a great topic tonight. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez. The next Roberto Duran. You know what I mean? Great comparison right here. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez is a champion in 4 different weight classes. 4 different weight classes. Roberto Duran, he was a champion in 4 different weight classes. You know what I mean? Great skills and great technique by Roberto Duran. The same thing with Canelo Alvarez. He's a combination of speed, power, you know what I'm saying, and athleticism with great defense. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran is what you call the classic boxer puncher. Roberto Duran is the classic boxer puncher. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it, bro. The drip is real. Oh, wave check, wave check, wave check, wave check. Oh, man. Look like 360 to me, my boy. We hit it on all cylinders right now. We hit it on all cylinders. But right now, you know what I mean? Shout outs to Coco to Dom, Coco Tyler. You know what I'm saying? In the building. My boy CT representing the MX. You know what I'm saying? BC. You dig? You know what I mean? Shout outs to Ringside Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the LDBC. Shout outs to the J4B movement. We out here, man. Let's go, man. Coco to Don in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah, but the drip is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? 360. Hey, man, don't get seasick, my boy. Them hoes is hitting, ain't it, bro? You know what I mean? And I got the hoodie with the vest. You know what I mean? You know, I stay vested up, bro. You know, this the hoodie that go with it. You know what I mean? But the waves hitting so good, I don't have to put my hood on because the waves is so deep. You know what I'm saying? Ocean waves. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't be forcing no comparisons, BX. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. Roberto Duran was one of the greatest fighters of his era. Roberto Duran, just look at the resume. Roberto Duran faced everybody, bro. He been in the ring with all the best. You know, started off at lightweight. At the lightweight division, Roberto Duran, you know, considered the greatest lightweight of all time. You know what I mean? Roberto Duran moved up from 135 pounds all the way to 160 and became a champion when he beat Iran Barkley. Y'all remember Iran Barkley who knocked out Thomas Hearns 2 times. You know what I mean? Iran Barkley, he knocked out Thomas Hearns 2 times, bro. 2 times knocked him out. You know what I mean? And guess what? Roberto Duran moved up from 135 pounds and became a champion at 160 pounds. You know, showed us great power. Showed us great power. You know, Canelo Alvarez moved up from 147 pounds and became a champion at 175 pounds. Same difference. Both of these guys moved up 30 pounds in weight to become champions. Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Canelo from 147 pounds to 175. Roberto Duran from 135 pounds to 160. You know what I mean? Canelo, bro. You know what I mean? Canelo is a good fighter. I'm not going to say Canelo is not a good fighter. If you look at everybody's pound for pound list, everybody from Ring Magazine pound for pound, you know what I'm saying? From the Ring Magazine pound for pound to the ESPN pound for pound list. Canelo's on everybody's pound for pound list. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, talk bad about Canelo when you look at all the experts in boxing. They got Canelo in their top 5 pound for pound. A lot of people got him number 1 pound for pound. If you have him number 4, he's top 5. Either way, no matter how you cut it up, slice it, and dice it, Canelo is guaranteed to be in your pound for pound list. You know what I mean? He's guaranteed to be in your pound for pound list. All right, Fresh BX said, who Bud fought to be compared to Sweet Pea? Don't duck the question. Terrence Crawford beat Gamboa. He beat Ricky Burns. He moved up, knocked out Amir Khan. He beat, who else? He beat Amir Khan, Jeff Horn, and he beat, Jeff Horn, Amir Khan, Victor Postal. He beat Victor Postals. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, Terrence Crawford is beating everybody they put in front of him. But skill set, I'm talking about fighting style as well, Fresh BX. I'm talking about fighting style as well. J8, Victor Postal was undefeated. Victor Postal was undefeated. Just came off a big victory over Lucas Matisse. Y'all remember when they were saying Lucas Matisse was the boogeyman when he knocked out, when Lucas Matisse had knocked out, Lamont Peterson. You remember Lucas Matisse knocked out Lamont Peterson. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez is one of the biggest stars in boxing right now, if not the biggest star. Let's go look at Canelo Alvarez's resume. I don't need to look at BoxRec because I got it all right here. You know what I mean? I got it all right here, bro, in my brain, bro. It's memorized. Canelo Alvarez, big wins over Shane Mosley. Canelo Alvarez beat Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Beat Daniel Jacobs. Canelo Alvarez knocked out Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Knocked out Kovalev. He beat Austin Trout. You know what I'm saying? The first man to beat Austin Trout. You know what I mean? Knocked out Amir Khan. Canelo knocked out Amir Khan. Canelo Alvarez knocked out James Kirkland. He beat Alfredo Angola. You know what I'm saying? Stopped him. He stopped Alfredo Angola. Canelo Alvarez been in a ring with Floyd Money Mayweather when he was only 23 years old. He was only 23 years old and he took that Floyd Mayweather fight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't worried about losing. You know what I'm saying? To be the best, you have to beat the best. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo Alvarez put himself in that Floyd Mayweather fight. Sure, he took a loss. You know what I'm saying? But he got better after that loss, bro. Canelo got better after the loss. You know what I'm saying? He says, tell Canelo stop ducking Charlo. A lot of people saying Canelo's ducking Charlo. A lot of people saying that Canelo is ducking Demetrius Andrade. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not here to say you're wrong and I'm right. I'm just giving you what my opinion is. You know what I mean? I'm just here. There's only one. Yo, what up, Canelo? What up, Canelo? What's up with it? Man, I'm about to drop links, man. Forget it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop links. Let's get into it, man. Everybody is welcome, bro. You know me, bro. I welcome everybody, man. This is a boxing platform. I share my platform with everybody. I've never been on here and saying, yo, this is my platform. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm the boss and all of that. I don't do what other people do on their channels, bro. I welcome everybody to this, man, to be a part of this debate. But when you think about Roberto Duran, bro, fought everybody as well. He fought everybody from Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard. When he faced, you know what I'm saying, Carlos Palomino. He faced Carlos Palomino. You know what I mean? What about Roberto Duran versus, Wilfredo, what's the name? Wilfredo Benitez. Roberto Duran versus Wilfredo Benitez. Roberto Duran versus Davey Moore when he moved up to 154 pounds and he knocked out Davey Moore for that 154-pound title. You know what I'm saying? What about Roberto Duran versus Thomas Hearns? Roberto Duran versus Marvin Hagler. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard. 3 times they fought, bro. Roberto Duran fought everybody. Canelo Alvarez is only 29 years old. He's already a four-divisional world champion. You know what I mean? Considered to be the biggest star in boxing. You know, Canelo Alvarez, he signed the biggest contract in the history of boxing when he signed with DAZN, $365 million contract for 11 fights. You know what I mean? So Canelo's doing all the right things, man. He's doing all the right things. He said this nigga ducked the fact I flipped his whole analogy, logic on him. Come on, man. I don't duck anything. He said H Money Mayweather. Roberto Duran was clean and no rehydration clause. Come on, H. You know what I mean? What about Floyd Mayweather, dog? Put in, you know what I'm saying? Weight clauses. Floyd Mayweather was doing catch weights. You know what I mean? And I'm the biggest Mayweather fan, bro. I'm the biggest Mayweather fan, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Let's go look at the comments, bro. Coco Tyler, you know what I'm saying, representing that MXBC. He said he beat Austin Trout when Austin Trout was undefeated. He said, I'm his prime. Canelo beat Lara. Yeah, Canelo beat Lara as well. I forgot about Lara. You know what I'm saying? He said he beat Canelo. No, Canelo beat Lara in his prime. Canelo beat Danny Jacobs in his prime. Man, Canelo fought everybody, bro. Floyd Mayweather at 23 years old. He didn't duck that Mayweather fight, bro. Canelo faced Mayweather at 23. You think about fighters nowadays. Think about fighters nowadays in boxing. You know what I mean? Who at 23 years old in boxing is going to challenge himself to fight the best at 23? You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo fought Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He fought Mayweather, bro. Mayweather was the one that started that rehydration clause. You know what I mean? Mayweather started the rehydration clause, bro. He got that from Mayweather, bro. We all know that. You know what I mean? TJ Ford, you know what I'm saying? He said the second, you know what I'm saying? He said February 6th, you know what I'm saying? 2020 will never be forgotten. Facts. I remember that day. It was a wild ass day. That was a wild day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brother Boxing Talk, it says Canelo is a damn good boxer. He is, bro. He is. He got to be a good boxer to move up all those weight classes to fight Kovalev. Man, come on, bro. Who else you know doing stuff like that? Moving up 2 weight classes to fight Kovalev. I remember Bernard Hopkins had moved up 2 weight classes to fight Antonio Tarver. You know what I mean? I remember that. And, of course, Bernard Hopkins beat Antonio Tarver. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez knocked out. He knocked out Kovalev, bro. He needs some credit for that knockout, bro. Canelo 4-division champion equals Duran because he's the 4-division champ. No, I'm talking about skill set, fighting style. Both of them have great skills. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran had great skills. Roberto Duran was a boxer puncher. Man, think about how much skills it took for Roberto Duran to beat Sugar Ray Leonard in that first fight, bro. The first man to beat Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm not here saying Canelo is better than Roberto Duran. I never said it. I never said Canelo was better than Roberto Duran. What I'm saying is their fighting style is similar. Both of them 4-divisional world champions. Both of them fought the best. Both of them fought the best. You know what I mean? Both of them took losses and bounced back from their losses. Canelo took a loss and bounced back. That's all I'm saying. He said, did Floyd Mayweather ever fail a drug test? No. You know what I mean? No. Canelo did pop dirty. He did pop dirty. You know what I mean? I'm not going to deny the fact. He says Canelo is like Julio Cesar Chavez. I thought about that, Brother Boxing Talk. I did think about the Canelo Julio Cesar Chavez comparison, but you know what? I think Canelo is a little bit better than Julio Cesar Chavez. You know what I'm saying? Because Chavez, in my eyes, got beat by Pernell Whitaker. Even though there's nothing wrong with getting beat by Pernell Whitaker, Chavez got beat by Meldrick Taylor. In my eyes, he got outboxed by Meldrick Taylor. You know what I mean? Chavez, he was only a champion, I believe, in only 2 different weight classes. At 135 pounds, Chavez, and he was a champion at 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? When Chavez moved up to 147, that's when he started getting his ass whooped. You know what I mean? That's when Chavez started getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? Kyler, my boy Coco Tyler, you know what I'm saying? He says Canelo needs to improve his stamina. Facts. But I think his stamina has been getting better lately, especially in that Kovalev fight. But matter of fact, Canelo versus Triple G, man. Let's go back to Canelo's resume, bro, because I missed some names. Canelo Alvarez has one of the best resumes in boxing, point blank, period. Canelo Alvarez, you know, been in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather. Being in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez, you know, his fight against Miguel Cotto. He beat Cotto. He beat Arislandi Lara. He beat Shane Mosley. Canelo Alvarez, the first man to beat Triple G. When Triple G was undefeated and Triple G was the boogeyman in boxing, Canelo beat him. Nobody gave Canelo a chance against Triple G. Canelo, you know what I'm saying, beat Daniel Jacobs. He knocked out Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto's, of course. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, bro. Danny Jacobs. JFL in the building, man. Let me send some links out, bro. Coco Tyler hit the link. You know what I mean? Canelo's a good fighter, bro. I'm not here to disrespect any fighter. Canelo Alvarez is currently on everybody's pound for pound list. If Canelo Alvarez wasn't so good, for everybody in the chat, if Canelo Alvarez wasn't so good, why is he on ESPN top 10 pound for pound list? Why is he on the ESPN top 10 pound for pound list? Why is Canelo Alvarez on the Ring Magazine pound for pound list? Come on, bro. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it funky with you. Shout out to JFL, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to DSFG 38. You know what I'm saying? Outbox 38-0. Outbox. You know what I'm saying? ESPN is bark. But what about Ring Magazine, though? J8, what about Ring Magazine? I'm not the only one saying Canelo. I'm not saying Canelo's the best fighter in the world. I never said he was the best fighter in the world. What I'm saying is he's a top 5 fighter pound for pound in the world. You know what I mean? To do what he's done, bro, to beat Triple G. Even, listen, Earl Spence Jr. said Canelo was the best fighter in the world, yo. Listen to me, bro. Earl Spence Jr., he said that Canelo was the best fighter in the world. And Earl Spence is a PBC fighter, bro. Earl Spence, one of the best fighters in the world. He came out on an interview and he said Canelo was #1 pound for pound. Earl Spence said that, bro. Come on, bro. What y'all got to say about Earl Spence saying it, bro? Earl Spence said that, bro. He was 35 past his prime. Who you talking about? Who was 35 past their prime? What about Earl Spence Jr. saying Canelo was the best fighter pound for pound? He just did an interview, bro, 2 days ago with Brian Custer. Brian Custer was on Barbershop Conversations last night. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence Jr. did an interview with Brian Custer from Showtime. And Earl Spence said that, you know what I'm saying, Canelo was the best fighter in the world, bro. That's from Earl Spence, bro. Earl Spence, another pound for pound fighter, bro, in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's a debate. It's a debate. You know what I'm saying? Canelo is in the discussion. I never said I had him #1. But what I'm telling you is that Ring Magazine have him #1. Ring Magazine, ESPN got him, you know, pound for pound. And Earl Spence Jr. said he was pound for pound. And even Gervonta Davis said it. You know what I'm saying? Even Gervonta Davis said that, bro. Gervonta Davis said Canelo was the best pound for pound. So why is all these fighters in boxing saying Canelo is the best fighter pound for pound? You know what I mean? It's not me, bro. Come on, bro. Keep it funky. Come on, bro. Just keep it funky. Shout out to JFL, bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat, bro. I got exclusive footage, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real with every last one of y'all, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't got a lie to kick it, bro. I'm going to keep it funky. Come on, ask me any question. I don't duck any question. This is y'all channel, bro. This is everybody's channel. This is not my channel, bro. This channel's for everybody, bro. Everybody's welcome. I don't duck questions. Ask me any question, bro. I'm not here saying I'm 100% right. Nah, I'm just giving you my opinion, my boxing opinion, you know what I'm saying, with facts. I'm giving you my boxing opinion with facts. He says Canelo the best fighter in his weight. Fresh BX, what is his weight, bro? He doesn't even have an official weight. Canelo's fighting on all different weights, bro. He fought, look, his last 3 fights, matter of fact, his last 3 fights were at 3 different weight classes. What's good, man? Shout out to everybody. Rob 87 in the building. Rob 87 strapped up Sammy. Bow, bow. Brat, brat. Hey, man, strapped up Sammy. You heard me? You know my boy keep the glizzy on him. What up, though, JFL? What's good?
What up, H Money? What up to the chat, Smoke and Wrench Gang?
Gang, gang. What's popping?
I see the topic is Canelo.
Canelo, yes, man. Yes, I want to know your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez as a fighter, and where do you have him on your pound for pound list?
Oh man, I might hurt some feelings, man.
Come on with it. It's cool, bro. We know, man. We came to debate, man. We came to have a good time. All of that.
Yeah. No, Canelo. Okay, this is the thing with Canelo, man. I think his resume is like spotty, you know what I'm saying? Like he got picks here, picks there, you know what I'm saying? And this before Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? So like his serious fights, would you think it came after Mayweather or before?
So
Because if
repeat
it's
the question.
after,
My bad. Repeat the question one more time.
I said you think his most competition was before Floyd or after Floyd?
I would say after Floyd. You know what I mean? Because after Floyd, that's when he got in there with Cotto, Lara, Triple G, Daniel Jacobs, Kovalev. You know what I mean? When he fought Floyd, he was a puppy at that time. But you know, around that time, he was in there with Shane Mosley. Of course, he knocked out Jose Cito Lopez. He beat Austin Trout. He beat a couple. Man, Canelo been beating good fighters for a long time, bro. But I just think as he got older, he got better. And he fought, throughout his career, he fought a lot of good fighters for sure.
Well, for me, I can't take nothing away from Canelo when it comes to taking on certain fights, but still is other fights he could have made that was even more bigger, and he could make those fights today. But he gradually moving weight in weight division, so it's like he picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just go to one weight class and just fight like one person at that weight class and then move up and keep doing that like it's domino effect, man. Then it's kind of like suspect to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm seeing your strategy just by looking at your resume. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand for sure, man. You got a point there, but didn't Floyd Mayweather pick and choose? He even said, like, I pick my fights. I pick who I fight. You know what I mean? Floyd started that, really, bro.
No. Well, Floyd, this is the thing, man. When Floyd starts something, no one can like uphold what Floyd done. You know what I'm saying? So when Mayweather do it is way different in how others doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because Mayweather took on challenge after challenge after challenge, and he was moving up. He ain't just say to give me one person and then move up. You know what I'm saying? Or two people out that division, and then I'm gonna move up. Give me one person out that division, move up. You know what I'm saying? And even though you know what I mean, he did it gradually, but he also beat those fighters that was in that weight class. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's doing it like Mayweather, bro. Not in that level, bro. Not on resumes either, bro.
Yeah,
You
for
can look
sure,
at
for sure. I'm not saying Canelo is better than Mayweather or he's close to Mayweather. Well, all I'm saying is, when Floyd Mayweather became that A side, when he beat Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd was picking his opponents, such as Victor Ortiz. When Victor Ortiz had beat Andre Berto, then Floyd was like, I want to fight Victor Ortiz. When Maidana beat Adrian Broner, then he was like, I'm gonna fight Adrian Broner. We all know that. No. Then Floyd Mayweather was like, I'm gonna fight Maidana. But it wasn't until Maidana beat Broner, then Floyd wanted to fight Maidana. Even Floyd, he picked and chose Robert Guerrero. Floyd picked and chose when he wanted to fight Pacquiao. But I'm not gonna take away from his legacy though. You know what I mean? And Floyd waited to fight fighters such as Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna belittle Floyd or any or Canelo, but I know Floyd was
okay.
doing the same thing that Canelo is doing right now.
No, Canelo doing it way different, bro. That might be a separate debatable topic, you know what I'm saying? But you see, like you can mimic somebody and make it seem like that's what they doing. Like you know what I'm saying, when Canelo was mimic Floyd, now he's trying to mimic like that he's trying to mimic that shit, bro. So that's why you might see it that way, but it's not the same though.
Okay, for sure, for sure. We agreed to disagree. But look, I got a question from Fresh BX. He's on my tail right now, man. So
What's up, H Money?
what's up with it, Val, man? My bad, I forgot to give you a shout out yesterday on Barbershop, man. But I seen you in the chat, like when I had got off the call. When I got off the call, I seen you in the chat. I'm gonna give you a shout out tonight for sure.
And nothing against Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a Canelo fan myself, and you know, before Floyd and after Floyd, you know what I'm saying? So he is a tough guy, but the weight that he had now in that division, I think he need to come back down, or I mean, or he might keep going up. See, this is my thing. He gonna keep going up until what? Heavyweight division, cruiserweight, heavyweight.
Man,
That's
you
like
never know. You
that's what
never
he
know, bro.
doing. That's his resume shows that, bro. Like he might do that and leave the game in the heavyweight division, bro.
Let me get to this Fresh BX question because he's on my tail, man. He's on my bumper. Fresh BX says, is Canelo the best fighter in his weight class? So I came back, I said, Canelo, his past three fights has been in three different weight classes. Canelo fought Rocky Fielding at 168. He fought Daniel Jacobs at 160. Then he fought, Kovalev at 175. So I said that Canelo doesn't have a real weight class. So Fresh BX, he said you pick the weight, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me if he's the best. So if is he the best at 160? Start off at 160. I would say he is the best right now at 160 pounds because he beat Triple G. He beat Daniel Jacobs. So Canelo, obviously at 160 pounds, he has the best resume. So I'm going to say that makes him the best. But will he win against fighters like Demetrius Andrade? That's a tough fight for Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? For Andrade to become the best at 160 pounds, he has to fight Canelo. You know what I mean? He has to beat a Canelo. He has to go fight a Triple G. But Canelo got the better resume at 160. So I'm going to say Canelo is the best at 160 until Andrade gets an opportunity to fight him. But if Andrade does fight him, I think Andrade's going to give him a lot of problems. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, I think Canelo is the best at 160. You know what I'm saying? At 168, you got Caleb Plant, you got David Benavidez, and those guys. I think Canelo's the best at 168 as well. I'm going to be honest. I think Canelo will beat all those guys at 168, to be honest. At 175, I think Canelo's even the best at 175, bro. Just to be honest with you, you got fighters with like Arthur Better to be. I seen him get dropped, bro. By who? By a dude named Liam Williams. A guy by the name of Liam Williams dropped Arthur Better to be by 35, bro. You know what I mean? So, man, I think Canelo's one of the best fighters in the world, to be honest, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap.
Here's my thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Canelo and Kovalev, right? Canelo didn't look like he was Canelo in that fight, bro. It took him what round to get Kovalev out of here, bro? That was like a sparring match that went the distance. Like Canelo, like you should have ended that fight no later than 5 rounds. But I guess he's trying to give on the show, right? And that's his time in that weight. So he gave a show. He got a knockout or whatever later on, in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though he could have got him out of here earlier. But that's not taking away from the point that you're saying that he's at 175 or 165, whatever he's at. I think that was a catch weight, bro. I don't think that was 170, 175 to the T though. But I think he still need to prove at the division he at now. 170, 175, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he said his next fight gonna be at 168. I gotta.
He keep like, is he gonna stay in that division and then like compete more in that same division, or he gonna just keep jumping from division to division, bro? Like,
I think he's just gonna be jumping from division to division. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some big fights in. You know what I mean? It looked like he's picking his fights, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like. You said he's picking and choosing.
So if he's coming down, that would make it easier for, the Charlos and the Andrades. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talking about moving up. I'm like, why move up when Canelo could come down?
Facts. Look, to be honest, I see a comment from J8, man. Shout outs to J8. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the LDBC, bro. You know what I'm saying? J8 says Canelo ducked multiple fades. I feel you, J8. To be honest, I feel like Canelo did avoid Demetrius Andrade for sure. I feel like Canelo ducked Demetrius Andrade for sure. You know what I mean? No doubt about that. He didn't want to get in there with him. He didn't want that fight.
Andrade is unpredictable, bro. His style was to come forward, unpredictable. He got movement. He's awkward. You can't really figure him out most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'd be
Hmm.
a tough matchup for Canelo. Like
Hmm.
I'll favor Andrade way more than a Charlo. But I
Hmm.
think Canelo will get one of the Charlos out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, but Andrade is probably the hardest his hardest fight.
Yes, me too. I agree with you, JFL. Glenn, what up? Fake Glens, they making fake Glenn accounts.
That's what I said. We
Crazy.
need. That's why I'm like we need to see a Charlo and an Andrade.
Shit, I want to see. Look, Fresh BX, bro. You know what I mean? I do think I'm gonna be honest. I think Andrade's gonna be Canelo's toughest fight, no matter what division it is. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Danny the Great, yo Raider, what up, Raider man? Hop on. You a Canelo fan? Hop on, bro. Canelo doesn't want to fight Andrade, bro. I agree. I think Demetrius Andrade is the toughest test for, you know what I'm saying? He's the toughest test for Canelo, bro. He's so slick in that ring, bro. Like his movement will give Canelo problems, bro. You know what I mean? There's a reason why Canelo didn't want that Andrade fight. There's a reason he doesn't mention him. You know what I mean? I think, I love Charlo. That I think that Demetrius Andrade is a tougher fight for Canelo. You know what I mean? I think that's the toughest fight for him. So let's get into these questions, bro. I see a lot of people in the chat. I seen Raider said Canelo is the best. You know what I'm saying? He said Canelo's number one pound for pound. So you do got Canelo fans in here. You got a lot of Canelo fans, bro. Raider says Canelo's number one pound for pound. You know what I mean? All right, TJ Ford with a question. He says, can Canelo beat Bivol or Zordo? I think Bivol will be tough though, bro. I think I think he beats Zordo, but I think Bivol is a tougher test. You know what I'm saying? Because Bivol can box. Bivol has a great jab. Bivol Dimitri Bivol has one of the best jabs in boxing. He might be able to keep Canelo on the outside with his jab. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be a close fight, bro. To be honest, that'll be a hell of a fight. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. That'll be a very close fight. Canelo versus Bivol be extremely close. You know what I mean? But we gotta wait and see, bro. I think he can beat him though. I'm not. Those guys aren't unbeatable. You know what I mean? These guys aren't invincible. They're not invincible for sure. Let's go to Raider. My boy Raider says, "Hey, let me know if I break up, JFL. I'm good.
Yeah, you good, bro?
All right." Raider says, Canelo is the favorite in three weight classes at the same time. He said, except maybe for one or two fighters. Man, I think Andrade give him a tough fight, bro. Styles makes fights, and I think Andrade could give him a lot of trouble. Like Andrade versus Canelo could be like, Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard type of fight. That's what I think. Like if Andrade goes in that fight and he uses Sugar Ray Leonard's game plan in Sugar Ray Leonard's second fight, like the way Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran in the second fight, I think Andrade could beat him. Yo, Raider, what up?
Hey, what's up? What's cracking?
Man, what's going on,
Raider.
man?
What's up, DSG? What's up,
What's
H
up,
Money?
man?
Man, nothing much. It's good to have you on the panel, my brother. What's your thoughts on this topic? Canelo Alvarez being the next Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran was a 4 divisional world champion. Canelo Alvarez is currently a 4 division world champion. Both of these guys were obviously one of the best in the sport at their time. How do you feel about the comparison, and how do you feel about Canelo as a fighter? And where do you rank him pound for pound right now?
Right now I got that full number one pound for pound. He's done a lot. He's fighting. There's only one other person that has a better resume than Canelo, and that's Pacquiao. Pacquiao's got a better resume, but that's because he's been fighting for fucking like shitload of time. But Canelo has the second best resume. He's moved up 4 times, 4 division champ. He's a favorite if he fights 3 weight classes at the same time, except maybe for Bivol and Better Beef. Um, yeah, dude, he's doing his thing, man. He's moving up and down, doing whatever he wants, taking belts. I mean, he's not number one for nothing. You know what I mean? Like on ESPN rings. magazine's number one. Uh, yeah, dude, that's my opinion, my boy.
Facts, facts. So, how do you like the comparison between Canelo Alvarez and Roberto Duran? Do you see any similarities in their fighting style, just the way they fight?
Comparing them to, I mean, Roberto Duran is a legend. You know what I mean? Canelo, um, he'll probably get there. Not right now. I don't think he's comparable. I mean, but don't get me wrong. He's definitely the name right now. He's already a future Hall of Famer. Um, he might need maybe a couple more fights, but he's definitely knocking on the door.
For sure, for sure. Roberto Duran started off his boxing career at 135 pounds, and he moved all the way up to 160. You know what I mean? So he moved up four different weight classes, just like Canelo. Canelo started off at 147, moved up to 175. You know what I mean? Became a champion. So it's a lot of similarities in both of these fighters. I feel like Canelo's possibly the best body puncher in boxing. It's between him and of course, between him and Earl Spence, I would say, as far as body punching is concerned, Canelo is a great body puncher. His left hook to the body, one of the best punches in boxing. Roberto Duran was a great body puncher as well, as we seen in his fight against Sugar Ray Leonard when he was able to give Sugar Ray Leonard his first loss. Roberto Duran had a lot of skills, man. And even Floyd Mayweather Jr., when he ranked his all-time greatest fighters, he had Roberto Duran number 2. You know what I mean? He had Roberto Duran number 2, my brother. And Roberto Duran, he been in the ring with everybody. Just like Canelo, he's fighting everybody. A lot of people say Canelo ducked a couple of guys. Sure, I respect everybody's opinion. But we can't deny the fact that Canelo fought against Floyd Mayweather when he was only 23 years old. We can't forget that Canelo beat Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat Miguel Cotto. He beat Triple G. When everybody was saying Canelo was ducking Triple G. You remember that? Everybody was saying that. And didn't Canelo fight Triple G and beat him? Yes, he did. Didn't Canelo beat Lara when everybody was saying Canelo was ducking Lara? And Canelo beat Lara. You know what I mean? So Canelo is fighting some of the best opponents in boxing. You know what I mean? Sure, a lot of people said he avoided Charlo. There's a lot of guys that said Canelo avoided Demetrius Andrade. What do you think about that real quick? So we can get that out the way. Do you feel like Canelo ducked Demetrius Andrade or Charlo?
All right, let's start with Charlo, right? Charlo, he's a good fighter. But honestly, man, he fought Dennis Hogan and Brandon Adams. Those guys, he moved them up. You know what I mean? He couldn't. He basically went 12 rounds with one of those dudes. Um, and you expect me to believe that he's gonna knock out Canelo? I mean, I don't see that happening. Canelo moved up 168 and 175 and knocked out 175 pounder. I mean, come on, like I don't know how that compares. You know what I mean? I don't think I don't think he ducked him because I think he could beat him. That's just my opinion. But you got to look at the facts. Like Charlo, who has he beat at 160? That is a name and is a tough an elite fighter. If Brandon Adams and Dennis Hogan are elite, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? But hey, come. I mean, I'm not even trying to make fun of him. I like Charlo, but we in order for you to look at somebody and say, you know what, this guy's got a chance, he has to beat somebody. He's got to beat. At the time when Daniel Jacobs was there, he would have been a good fight at 160. A Triple G, fight somebody that's elite, and then we can talk about Canelo. You know what I mean? But as far as right now, I don't think he can beat him. Now let's go with Andrade. Andrade is a slick fighter, right? He's a good fighter. I like Andrade. The only problem with Andrade is that who is his Andrade's best win?
His best win, I would say, Sulecki. He beat Vanez Martirosyan. Vanez Martirosyan, who's a common opponent with Triple G and Canelo Alvarez and Charlo. He also beat Alantez Fox, who was an undefeated fighter at the time. So Andrade, he's trying to get in there with the bigger names, though. Andrade wants to fight Canelo. He'll take that fight
No,
tomorrow.
I don't blame him. He's trying to get the big fights. I know he is. He sent Jamar Charlo the offer. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it wasn't taken. I know he's trying to get the fights, but he's not getting them though. I mean, I don't know if that's his fault or not. I don't know. That's not my thing. But the fact of the matter is, he needs to fight. He's just like in Charlo's shoes. He needs to fight Darenchenko, Triple G, Charlo. That way we can measure him better. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we don't know. We don't know. He's with the eye test. He definitely passes the eye test for sure. Both of those guys do. But we gotta see them against another elite fighter, and both of those guys fighting each other, man. Then we can see who's who, right?
Facts. Well, look, this is what I want to say real quick, my brother. I'm feeling like this, like a lot of people said that no, Canelo ducked Charlo. Is it true that
You breaking up,
Canelo
bro.
sent Charlo an offer at one point?
You're breaking up a little bit. H Money.
Okay, I'm gonna switch computers. Y'all chop it up. Y'all go for it.
Now what you was yeah, so here's my thing is, Andrade. So do he need to get in the ring with Danny Jacobs or Charlo? Like, how you feel? Because from what H
Well,
Money broke
this,
down,
this is the way I feel, my boy. So Daniel Jacobs moved up to 168, so he's not gonna fight him, right? The only options that Andrade has is either Charlo, Darenchenko, or Triple G. Those are the main other three top guys at 160, right?
we know you're not getting that Triple G fight, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Triple G wants to fight him. Um,
Not not
now,
not 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 only because of that, because the trilogy still might be in motion.
yeah, that too. But I don't think he's gonna get that fight either. I mean, I don't think Triple G wants to fight him because Triple G, remember, he has a contract, right, with the zone, so he's getting paid no matter who he fights, the same amount. That's what the contract is. So right, so if you're Triple G, you're gonna be like, why am I gonna fight this fool and risk an O when I can fight this guy over here and get paid the same?
I mean, that's the strategy. I mean, that's Triple G lane right now, and it's similar to Canelo. Like, you know what I mean? So
Exactly. But what is Canelo doing? Instead of Canelo being like, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna fight fucking Joe Schmo over here, who's an easy fight. I'm gonna get all this money. What does he do? He goes up two weight classes and fights Kovalev, a light heavyweight,
right.
and gets a belt.
Yo, so I'm sorry, I'm back now, guys. So I had a question for Raider. Raider, did Canelo ever send Charlo an offer to fight? Is that true?
Well, nobody knows, but that's what Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy said, that they sent the offer to Charlo, and somebody in his team turned it down. Now, do I believe that? I don't know. I'm leaning towards maybe yes, just because of the fact that Charlo hasn't said no. Charlo's real vocal. He would have said, hell no, you never said nothing. Stop lying. He didn't say that. Neither did anybody in his team deny it.
Oh,
So that makes me believe that he did send it and he's just staying quiet.
okay,
Because think about this, H Money. If you're a boxer and somebody says, "Hey, we sent H Money the offer," and he denied it. If it was true, you'd probably be like, you know what, I'm not gonna say nothing. But what about if he's lying? Aren't you gonna call him out on it? As a man, wouldn't you call him out and be like, "Hey, that motherfucker's lying"?
yeah, you got a point. I just want to know what exactly
Are we talking
happened.
about Charlo during that situation, or are we talking about Andrade?
The Charlo and Canelo
Okay,
situation.
okay.
Did 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 Canelo offered Charlo a contract. Is that true? That's what I want to know because a lot of people said that. I've seen a couple of guys make videos saying that they offered Charlo a fight. De La Hoya offered Charlo the Canelo fight, and he refused. So I don't know if it's true or not. That's why I had asked. What you think about that situation, JFL?
I mean, I feel as though Charlo would definitely be more outspoken if it was a type of offer, if it was a lie involved about an offer being sent. Um, but if it was, then I don't see why Charlo would not take it.
Facts,
Yeah,
facts.
think about this. Think about this, right? So
So
so what did
I'm leaning towards.
what did Charlo say when Andrade when they sent the offer to Charlo? What was he saying on the phone? He was saying, "Man, Eddie Hearns." He's like, "I'm not no fucking promoter. Talk to Al. Don't send me the offer. Send him the offer."
Oh,
Right?
but the thing is, hold on. But the
Hold on,
thing
hold on,
is,
hold on. Let me
oh, go
finish
ahead,
real
go ahead.
quick, Jeff. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
My bad. Let me finish real quick. So what I'm trying to say is that if Canelo's team did offer, if basically if Charlo's outspoken saying he wants to fight Canelo, right? He's been saying he wants to fight Canelo. So if he wants to fight Canelo and Canelo's team saying that they sent an offer, why wouldn't he be like, hell no, I want that fight? He didn't send no offer. If you know what I'm saying, he wants to fight. So I mean, if he would have sent the offer, if he was lying, if you want to fight somebody and they're lying saying they sent you an offer, trust me, you're gonna say something. That's what I'm trying to say.
But here's my thing though. Where what weight class are we talking about though? Like, is he
That was
trying
at
to get?
one. That was supposed to be at 160 when they sent the offer, because that offer wasn't when Canelo was moving up yet. That Oscar De La Hoya said that they sent the offer a while ago. That's when
So
it was.
okay? Because I remember interviews where Charlo was saying that he's willing to go up to 160. So he might did get the offer and did elaborated in one of his interviews about that 160 situation in his interview.
Yeah, Charlo was already at 160.
Okay, right now on the screen, I got some Roberto Duran highlights right here. Some of his greatest moments in the ring. This is against Davey Moore when Roberto Duran moved up to 154 pounds and became a champion when he beat the undefeated Davey Moore. He was the underdog. This is after, the Sugar Ray Leonard fight, after he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard in the No Mas fight, and he came back and he became a champion. And it was one of the greatest moments in his career. Everybody thought Roberto Duran was finished. But as you can see, he moved up from 135 pounds to 154 and became a champion in that junior middleweight division, just like Canelo was a champion at 154 pounds. And as you guys can see, Roberto Duran had great skills, great fundamentals, great hand speed, great head movement, just like a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo, one of the best defensive fighters in boxing. You know what I mean? Canelo has a great defense. He has a great chin as well. Canelo has never been down. He's never been down. So, how did I got a question for both of you guys. So Canelo compared to Julio Cesar Chavez, I think me personally, I think Chavez was a great fighter. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. But I think Canelo has possibly accomplished more than Chavez already by becoming a 4 divisional world champion. And Canelo's wins, he got big wins, like I said, against Kovalev, Cotto, Lara, Triple G. Julio Cesar Chavez had great wins over Hector Macho Camacho. He also beat, who else did he beat? He beat Hector Camacho. He beat Meldrick Taylor. What I felt, Meldrick Taylor really won that fight, to be honest, and Meldrick Taylor was robbed. You know what I mean? But how you like the comparison between Chavez and Canelo? Do you think Canelo has passed Chavez already, Raider?
No, not yet. Yeah, not yet. He needs maybe he's knocking on the door, but he's he might need a fight or two. You
Okay,
know what
I
I'm saying?
respect that. I respect that. Where do you rank Julio Cesar Chavez on your all-time great list?
As far as Mexican, he's probably him and Salvador Sanchez are right there neck and neck. Also, Ruben Alvarez is up there too, but yeah, I think Salvador Sanchez and Chavez are like kind of. I can go back and forth on those guys.
Yeah, I think Salvador Sanchez was possibly the greatest. You know him. Also, Ricardo Lopez was a great Mexican fighter. I think Canelo, in my eyes, has passed Chavez. Chavez, I felt like Whitaker beat Chavez as well. Meldrick Taylor beat him. Chavez, he was a good fighter. He beat a lot of good fighters. Hector Camacho, of course. But I just
You know what? That Meldrick Taylor fight, man, that was. I'll tell you this, right? Um, Meldrick Taylor was winning that fight, man. Right, and at the end, whatever ended up happening, is real kind of controversial how it ended. You know what I mean? It ended with the knockout that Richard Steele counted to six, and he got up and he asked him, "Are you okay?" And he didn't respond. Right, but
he was
they
up
said
though.
that they said that he nodded that he was okay, but that was controversial. The only thing that I kind of get from that I give uh Chavez the win is because of this. Right after the fight on the post interview, right when they were right, as soon as you win or lose, you know how you're in the ring and you talk to them. They asked um Meldrick Taylor, "Hey, so how what happened? Did you hear the ref say if you were okay?" He's like, "Nah, he didn't even say if I was okay or not." So right there means that he was hurt. He didn't hear him say, "Are you okay?" If you go back and look at the post interview, they ask him, "Hey, did Richard Steele say if you were okay or not?" He said, "No, he didn't tell me," which he clearly did tell him, "Are you okay?" You can see it, and you can see when Richard Steele says, "Are you okay?" He does ask him that, but he did not hear him when he was right in front of his face, which means he was probably really hurt really bad. And after the fight, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor, I forgot his name, he said that Taylor had a fractured bones in his cheeks. He was pissing pure blood, not a little bit of blood, pure blood, and he had brain something with his brain.
Well, I understand, but I still feel like even though he was pissing out blood, that was after the fight. But during that
Correct.
fight, he was winning the fight, and he deserved his victory. He was up on his feet when it was only 2 seconds left in the fight. So
All right.
the
No, no,
ref,
no. I mean, everybody has their opinions. It's all good. I'm just saying.
yeah,
So,
I
I mean,
understand.
how do
I
how
just
do
telling the other side of the story.
no, no, no. I agree with you. I mean, I mean, yeah, for sure. There's two ways. It could have gone either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I said, the only reason I'm saying that is because he asked him if he was okay, and he didn't hear that. So if he didn't hear that, that means that he was badly hurt. He was like confused or some shit.
of
He
course he
couldn't
was hurt,
continue.
bro. He was, he was knocked down. He was hurt, but he got up. The
Yeah.
thing is this: he deserved his victory. JFL, you want to speak on that? I know you from Philly. You're a huge Meldrick Taylor fan. JFL, you want to get in on this?
I would say, certain fights that Measure Taylor been in has been questionable, but in that particular fight, as Raider described it, uh, it could have went either way, or you know, instead of calling it like that, he could have like really like repeated and not just, what I'm saying, to make sure he heard him. You know what I mean? Or make him do a walk off like they normally do, or to see if he's really ready to go back into the mix. But I guess that wasn't the case. So there's always going to be a debatable topic.
And also to give you guys credit to what you're saying, because I don't want to sound like I'm fucking over here trying to change your minds. I
No,
think
no,
Richard
you
still
good.
did. I think Richard still did call it off too early. I think he waved it off too early. He should have gave him a little bit more time.
For sure. And the fight would have been over. And if it went to the scorecards, Meldrick Taylor was going to win. by a split decision. So, man, shout outs to Julio Cesar Chavez. Either way, he's still a great fighter. Right now on the screen, as you guys can see, I have Roberto Duran on the screen right here. We're checking out some of his defensive highlights, how Roberto Duran was a master of defense as well. Just like Canelo, he was able to avoid punches, and he was a boxer puncher. When people think about Roberto Duran, they think about brawling, they think about the hands of stone. But also the man was a defensive wizard. As you can see on the screen, the way he was slipping punches, this was the Roberto Duran in his prime. Look at the defense, bro. Avoiding punches. Great boxing IQ by Roberto Duran. He was one of the greatest fighters that ever lived.
Yeah, man.
That's against Hagler. That's right there against Marvin Hagler.
Look how he moves, man. He was something special, man. Duran.
For sure, he was an animal.
He was an animal, man.
He was an animal, bro. But out of all the fighters in the sport of boxing right now, I feel like Canelo Alvarez reminds me of Roberto Duran the most. Who's able to move up in different weight classes and become champion. Just like Roberto, a boxer puncher, a great body puncher as well. Canelo fighting the best. Canelo being in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather, Canelo against Triple G, Canelo against Miguel Cotto, Canelo versus Kovalev, Canelo versus Lara versus Daniel Jacobs, Shane Mosley. All of these fighters before the age of 30 years old. Canelo fought all those guys before he was 30. That's incredible.
You mentioned Trout too, right?
Yeah, Austin Trout as well, who was an undefeated champion, who just came off a victory against Miguel Cotto. Austin Trout, who just beat Miguel Cotto, and Canelo went up and beat him.
Man, Cotto, man, Cotto. But that's,
you know what I mean?
For another topic. Yeah.
Wow, man, look at the ferociousness of Roberto Duran standing toe to toe with Marvin Hagler. He fought everybody. See, I just mentioned Canelo's resume. What about Roberto Duran's resume? Roberto Duran, and that's against Carlos Palomino, Mexican legend Carlos Palomino. You know what I mean? He beat Carlos Palomino. He beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He beat Davey Moore. He beat Iran Barkley. Roberto Duran was in a ring with Wilfredo Benitez. He was in a ring with Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? 3 times. He was in a ring with Marvin Haglers. He was in a ring with Thomas Hearns. He fought everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like Canelo. But Canelo, I want to see Canelo in there with Andrade eventually. You know what I mean? I do want to see that Andrade fight. Look, Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray. Look at him beating down Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. Olympic gold medalist, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Roberto Duran beat him.
Now, to credit to Canelo, dealing with the rankings, the division that he, moved up in. I can only compare him to Duran, and just on levels of divisions. Fight style, I could say Canelo, he's mobile. He's definitely a big puncher. He definitely goes for that KO. He just needs to work on more of his brawling tactics more. And you see how you ring off names when it came to Duran. I mean, you kind of could say that about Canelo, but it stops at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So he just needs to just, like, if you moving up in all these weights, man, just conquer more names, bro. Like, let us ring names off our tongues, like how you doing, Duran, bro. And then I will officially stamp him on some Duran type time. But fight style comparisons, I kind of see it, but just on divisions, bro. Like weight, different divisions, bro.
Facts. See, the thing is this, like, Canelo, he probably will always have that cloud over his head, you know what I'm saying, because of that Andrade fight. There's a lot of guys out here, they're going to say Canelo ducked Demetrius Andrade. Canelo ducked Charlo. You know what I mean? With Roberto Duran, you can never say the man ducked anybody, man. You know what I mean? The man fought until he was like 50-something years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He fought until he was like 50. He got over 100 wins. This is some Canelo highlights on the screen. I just played some Roberto Duran highlights. So now let's check out Canelo. This is Canelo in Mexico when he was a youngster coming up in the game.
I got one question though. Has Canelo ever rematched anyone?
Yeah, that's a good question. He has not. He's never. Well, we Triple G. Triple G. He did.
I mean, besides Triple G.
Not from what I know, but Triple G. He ran it back right away with Triple G though. When it was a controversial fight, it was a draw. Matter of fact, and he ran it right back.
So
no tune-ups. It was no tune-ups in between.
Right. That's cool. I mean, with the Triple G situation, you know what I'm saying? The trilogy is on its way. But like I said, like, you know, it's good. I would rather see more like, okay, rematches, run things back and beat them guys twice. You know, not only just Triple G, but other fighters as well. You know what I mean? If that's a strategy that he's doing, you know what I'm saying?
But we're looking at these Canelo highlights. From what I'm seeing, man, Canelo is walking down his opponent, showing us a great jab. He's showing us a great, tremendous jab, great body shots, left hooks to the body. And Canelo, man, combinations, bro, letting his hands go, showing the hand speed.
Yeah. Okay.
My bad. Go ahead.
No. Do you talking? I was saying, yeah, I see what you say.
Hey, and trip out on this too. Remember, everybody that has like a one name nickname, or when you're remembered by just one name, that's like, say, like Jordan. Everybody knows Jordan. That's one name. LeBron. Everybody knows LeBron. Everybody knows a Kobe. Everybody knows Ali. You say Duran. Now it's Canelo. Everybody knows Floyd. You're always gonna remember those one namers. That means you're
right. Like Mayweather, Canelo. You got guys like Trinidad. All these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those one namers are the ones you always remember. Ali. You know what I mean?
So this is when Canelo got in trouble a little bit in this fight. This is against Miguel Cotto's brother. He took a couple of shots. Watch it.
He got hurt in that fight. Actually, that's the only time he's ever gotten hurt.
But he didn't go down though. He got rocked, but he didn't go down.
Correct.
Took a left hook right there. Took a couple of shots, big shots by Miguel Cotto's brother. And Canelo took all those punches, and he came back to stop him. He was hurt though. That's a great chin he showed. He didn't go down though, and he recovered to knock him out.
Yeah, the Cotto family, man, they're not sweet, man.
Dang, he took a big left hook right there.
They can brawl, man. They can fight. So that's good that Canelo, went through that, and I believe he won that fight too. So he showed grit.
Hey, have you ever seen Canelo's defense?
His defensive highlights?
Yeah.
I seen it, how he be avoiding those punches. Yeah.
I made one on my channel. If you want to put it on there, so you can check out. I called it Canelo's timing, but not timing his punches, but timing his opponent's punches.
Right.
But you probably got like the newer highlights though. I don't know if I can play it because you probably got the zone fights.
Let me ask you a question.
No. It's on my channel.
No, I'm saying it's probably like you could use the zone highlights. Like if I play anything from the zone or like something new, like his newer fights.
No. I made it like last month. So what I'm trying to say is if I can download it on YouTube, that means you can play it.
I don't know if I can play it live though. Like, you know what I mean? Because they'll say this is the zone. Give me a copyright, I think, if I use the zone, like any type of the zone footage.
See, that's you could if you break them down only to like little parts. But I mean, I did it like that. Trust me.
I'm using this old footage right here.
Yeah, because when I initially did it, I got copyrighted twice. So I had to do it in a way where I didn't get copyrighted. If you play it, it won't do anything.
For sure. Yo, JFL, what was you saying, bro?
No, I'm saying Canelo. Canelo. His movement is definitely good. You know what I'm saying? He can get away from certain punches. Like his timing is pretty good. But I haven't yet. What weight class was this right here?
I think that's 47 against that's against Gomez.
Now, to me, at
Damn.
Kovalev, like Canelo didn't look like Canelo at that weight at 175, bro. Like that's my only issue. I know he went up there to accomplish something, but when you moving like this in this division here, you know what I'm saying, or 154 and 160. I know he went up in weight divisions, but when you look the way you look at a certain division, bro, and he was nice and his time is nice, everything's, but he just looked like kind of not himself at 175 against Kovalev.
Yeah, it
So
probably was too much weight, and it's probably he felt different at a higher weight like that. You know what I'm saying?
like
Look at these highlights, man. I'm just showing how the comparison between Roberto Duran and Canelo's fighting style. Canelo has a wicked left hook, though, bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely
His left
do.
hook is dangerous.
That's his money. That's his money. His money punch right there, man.
Whew, look at that left hook to the body.
JFL said he got it from Danny.
Yeah, man.
He got hands.
Hey, AH money. Real quick, man. I gotta bounce. I gotta do some shit right here. Plus, these fucking riots out here in LA. They're cracking right now. But hey, man. I wanna thank you for having me on. I want to give you credit for keeping this shit professional, man. Good shit, dude. I like
Man,
it.
appreciate it, man, Raider.
Yeah.
You always welcome, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, man.
Man,
I
all the
appreciate
time, bro. Appreciate it, man. I hope
Yeah.
I'm
Shout
doing
out to Raider,
justice.
man. Raider.
Yeah, and DSG, man. Keep it pushing, man. Good shit. I'll catch you guys on the next one, my boys. All right,
For
peace
sure,
out.
man. Come back.
All right, later.
Peace. Checking out these Canelo highlights. Oh, this Canelo versus Kermit Cintron. That's kind of newer. So I'm gonna pass this one. I want to go to his when he was in Mexico fighting those highlights. That's against Jose Cito Lopez for sure. That's a Showtime joint. Canelo beating the hell out of people though.
I would have loved to see, Canelo, you know, do some more run backs, man. Like that's just making his name bigger. Like his name's already bigger. You know what I'm saying? So some more run backs would have been good.
But like against Lara, those close fights, like a Lara run back.
Yeah, it would just it would go in sync. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have close fights, run them shits back, bro. Even if they gave you the nod, still run it back. You know what I'm saying? Because the only run back that you have on your resume is a triple G, bro.
Dang, Canelo though was vicious right here, bro.
Yeah,
He's
like
fighting in
his
Mexico.
combination is sick. His head movement is great. His timing. He got a chin, and he definitely could bang it out with you. So I definitely could see uh what you saying. About Duran. I know I said the weight difference and divisions. I only compare him to that with Duran because he need more names. You know what I'm saying? And
He got names though.
with style, yeah. I mean, he got a few names, but which
He
is
got
good
names.
names. So there's nothing you can't really say about the opponents he faced, but he just need to step it up more, man. Like there's more names in the lower divisions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, why would you stay at 175 for, and then like there's more competition that's on a lower level, like on a lower division, like the division
For,
below that. You know what I'm saying? So
for
I,
sure.
I think it's a touchy topic, man, because I don't want to like
It's
go
cool. Just do
in.
you. If you want to roast them, roast them. You know what
Nah,
I
I
mean?
mean, I kind of, but I can't. I can't at the same time. Cause it's like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm
He's
saying?
proven though. He is proven though. You know what I mean? And
No,
look, see
yeah,
the comparisons between Canelo and Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran was a champion at 147 pounds. So was Canelo Alvarez. Roberto Duran was a champion at 154 pounds. So was Canelo Alvarez. Roberto Duran was a champion at 160 pounds. And so was Canelo Alvarez, bro. You know what I mean?
right,
So
right, right,
they've been in the same division and they both were champions in those weight classes. You know what I mean?
right. Exactly. I mean, I guess okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's cool. Like like we said, like Bud Crawford need more names, Canelo need more names. You know what I'm saying? I look at it
Canelo
like
got way
that.
better names than Crawford, though, bro.
No, I'm just saying, but they need names though.
Facts, facts. You know what I'm saying? It could get better. It could always get better.
So
Canelo just he got to fight Andrade. That's for damn sure.
you
And he
think?
not this dude out cold.
Yeah, he definitely did. Like, see, I like another where he's mobile and he's moving the way he's moving like that. You know what I'm saying? That Kovalev fight that threw me off, man. And then that's my last impression on you. And uh, I'm thinking like, damn, I need the old Canelo back, bro.
Damn, he knocked that dude out, bro. He showed the right hand off right there. What about his knockout against Amir Khan? He flatlined Amir Khan.
He flatlined a lot of people, man. Like, yeah, man. He got that stone cold left, man.
He got them. He got them hands of stone like Roberto Duran. You think he got them hands of stone like Roberto Duran?
Should we give him that? Should we give him that?
Yeah, man, we got to give him a nickname. I know Canelo is nickname, but we got to give him like Baby Hands of Stone or something like that.
Baby hands of stones. Here you go. I like that.
Hey, look how we did Baltimore. Carlos Baltimore, who beat Zab Judah, knocked his ass out cold, flatlined his
Look how
ass.
he traded. Look how he just, yeah, man. Canelo a beast, man. Can't take it from him, man. Like when he get mad, that's when he turns up.
Yeah, he flatlined Carlos Baltimore. Oh, right,
When he get frustrated, when you get the best of him, that's when
left.
he turns up.
Ooh, left
You know what
hook.
I'm
He's
saying?
out.
So that's one thing I like how Canelo. I like that tactics he do. Like you get the best of him, and then he just turn up on you out of nowhere and get you out of here. So it's like he fights better under pressure and when he's frustrated. Like when you use boxing regular, like that Kovalev fight, to me he wasn't frustrated. Like
Thanks.
he was just getting jabbed, but the jab the Kovalev was doing wasn't really effective. Like and then Kovalev was on his back foot for the majority of the whole fight, and then like Canelo like what's up? Is this even a fight? You know what I'm saying? But he got him out of here in the later rounds. But I'm like, he was trying to Canelo was trying to catch him with that left all night. You know what I'm saying? But until he caught him, you know what I'm saying? So Canelo the type that you gotta like brawl with him, and then he'll bring his best out and get you out of here. So same thing with Duran. When you catch Duran before he catch you, you know what I'm saying? He get in that frustrated bag, and then that's when he turns up and get you
All right.
out of here.
Hey, J8 says Canelo combos crazy too. He do, man. That his
Yeah,
combos is crazy.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
He
See,
be
that's what
putting
I'm saying. Like, I like the fact that like I know Mayweather have his talking points about Canelo, and we definitely see the certain movements that he try to do, which was kind of like a good thing. But I'm like Canelo, you have your own style, bro. Like you don't need to like take style. I mean, you can learn from styles and stuff like that and make it your own, but you know, comparing Canelo with that style to Mayweather was kind of like out of pocket. That was the talking points at one point, right? But I'm like Canelo always had his own style. He just had to like perfect it. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Danny the Great says Canelo was never a champ at 147. For real, I thought he was a champ at 147. You know what I mean? They say he a four divisional world champion. He got a championship at 154, 160, 175. I thought he was champion at 147. Got to go take a look into that. And they say he a champion in four different weight classes because I know that belt he won at 168 against Rocky Fielding. That wasn't a world title. That was a regular belt. So they can't count that, bro. So, you know what I mean? Let me check. Let me see my boy Tate Walker. Shout out to Tate Walker in the chat. You know what I mean? Shout out to my LDBC brother Tate Walker in the building.
He was at 154 when he fought Mayweather, right?
Yep, 154. He beat Austin Trout and Mayweather. No, he lost to Mayweather, but he beat Austin Trout for a belt.
154, right?
Yep. And he beat Lara, I think, at 154. Unification, something like that. Look, I got this video I'm about to play Roberto Duran little piece. Let's get that in there for the peoples.
I guess
Anything?
I
Anything you
guess
want to say before we play it?
I guess Shane Mosley was retired, huh? During that time.
Yeah, Mosley was older. He kept fighting. Mosley was older for sure. That we all know Mosley was older then, bro. Mosley kept fighting. You know what I'm saying, way past his prime.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, but Canelo was young too when he fought him though. So to be fair, Canelo was young and Mosley was older though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Let's get it going. I got exclusives for y'all, bro. Exclusive Roberto Duran footage, bro. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get it going. Turn up.
So, handling Benny Lennon. And on the bottom is a picture. I have in my office a picture of Ray Arcel handling Benny Lennon. And on the bottom is a picture of Ray Arcel handling Roberto Duran. 60 years apart. Is a man who trained the two greatest lightweights in the history of the ring.
Fight fans love a puncher. Fight fans love somebody who has that jungle intensity, the Dempsey, the Duran.
Duran was fighting a guy that I knew named Benny Huertas, who came from the Gramercy Gym on 14th Street. He was a good, very technical fighter. Duran destroyed him. And I said, oh, holy God, look, who is this guy? And we soon found out he was the greatest lightweight maybe of the century.
Within the year, he's fighting Ken Buchanan, the lightweight championship. Buchanan's a cutie. Buchanan is a good technician. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Duran took him apart. By the 13th round, it battered. Buchanan had to spit out his mouthpiece many rounds earlier in order to breathe. And Duran just lets go with one right to the cojones. And Johnny Lobianco, the referee, hadn't seen anything. And low blow or anything. He's just, waving it off. Meanwhile, here's Buchanan in agony.
135 pounds. He was as good as it's ever been. He was, and he just got better with every fight. He was a brilliant defensive fighter. People never think of him as that. But it was very hard to hit him. He could punch. He was tough.
If you ever saw Roberto Duran fight, you never forgot it. Because he was a different act. He was like a thunderstorm coming across the ring at you. I don't know of any other fighter who was quite that wild in the ring, and yet he was in control of himself as a boxer.
This was a man, is still the hero of the Latino boxing fan. Didn't matter, he's Panamanian, Mexican, and Puerto Rican. Roberto to the head.
As a lightweight, I think he was unbeatable as a lightweight. Although he had his greatest fight, oddly enough, as a welterweight. That first shot with Sugar Ray Leonard.
It was just amazing because it rained like crazy and people put their garbage bags on top of their head and it was torrential. And then Duran walked out and stopped raining and of course the fight was legendary.
There were several of us at ringside waiting for the fighters to come in the ring and Joe Frazier happened to be sitting with us. And Duran comes in and he's snarling and sneering and looking. And we said to Joe Frazier, Joe, who does that remind you of? Because Frazier was similar to that. Not quite as wild, but similar. And Joe took the question very seriously. And he looked and he's looking at Duran. And he goes on for like 30, 40 seconds. And finally he says, yeah, he reminds me of somebody. Charles Manson.
Duran staring at Lennon.
He was Roberto Duran. Against the undefeated, ever popular Ray Leonard. Beats him from pillar to post. Second round drives him across the ring, gives him a whooping.
He came out like a man who was not going to lose, and you saw it in him. He was ferocious. He was clever. He almost bullied Sugar Ray Leonard, and he just had great glee in beating him.
Leonard, of course, was a pretty boy. And a lot of critics said, when he's in a real tough fight, he'll fold. He's got no heart. He's too pretty. And Leonard went out that night to show the world that he could fight Duran on his terms. And it was an incredible 15 rounds. No knockdowns. I don't think there was any blood, but it was magnificent. And both men, the height of their skills, and they put on a tremendous fight.
He allowed Duran to dictate the moment. Because Duran knew you couldn't win a boxing match against Ray Leonard, but you could win a fight. Well, Leonard got sucked into that. And pretty soon, it went from a boxing match to a fight. Yet even at that, if you watch it, it was a lot closer fight than people think. He lost. And it was a crushing blow to him. He couldn't conceive of such a thing.
It's devastating for any undefeated fighter to kind of put things back in perspective, to get back to who he is, who he was, because he has to deal with losing. And very few fighters can come back from that loss, from that devastation.
What happened between then and the next fight?
Yeah, man. Roberto Duran was a hell of a fighter, man. Any thoughts, JFL, on Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard? How Roberto Duran was able to be the first man to beat the Sugar Ray Leonard?
Hey, man. First, I gotta say, Joe Frazier had a hell of a sense of humor when they asked him who he reminded him of. Man, he said Charles Manson. That's the old school humor, man. But that fight between Sugar Ray, man, Duran earned that, bro. Like he earned that day, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he earned that fight, and he won that fight fairly. You know what I'm saying? Against Sugar Ray, and and the rematch, that gave Sugar Ray something to work on, and a goal to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel as though that's what Canelo needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point in time, like, get in there with helicopters, the choppers out, the choppers.
Yeah, I hear it. For sure.
But back to that though, like, Duran definitely earned it that night, and no one can say nothing about it. Like, and Sugar Ray got in his bag the next time he seen him. So and they both duked it out, and it was an epic fight twice. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo, he needs something like that, man. Like, on his resume, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he on the Duran lane, in the sense of accomplishing the divisions, and his style with combinations and timing, and he evolved, and Canelo, he a beast, man. So I feel as though you got a good pick with Duran and Canelo. It just, Canelo needs to get in his Duran bag for real.
For sure. We got some more Duran videos. Let's go tune in.
In his corner, Roberto Duran.
What terrible past had produced this furious machine of destruction.
Trainer, Ray Arcel.
Hey, one second, my bad.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Now, shouldn't that Duran and Sugar Ray should have been the trilogy?
Yeah, they fought 3 times, but Sugar Ray was like, he made him wait for that third fight. He waited like for 7 years after and shit. Sugar Ray, he wasn't do picking and choosing too, though. I'm gonna be honest, Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, he made Thomas Hearns wait for that rematch. Sugar Ray was, you talking about rematches, he made Thomas Hearns like 10 years for a rematch.
Yeah, he said he talking about rematch. Hey, you stumped me with that one, bro.
Sugar Ray was a dog. Like, he was a great fighter, but you want to talk about rematches, bro. He made Thomas Hearns wait 10 years for a rematch. He made Roberto Duran for that third fight. He made him wait forever for that third fight, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? For real.
See, I like quick run backs, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the momentum going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't stop, because you know what I'm saying? Got one up now. He got one up, and the trilogy supposed to flow. You know what I'm saying? Not supposed to. That's like, your first time fighting again. You know what I'm saying? Waiting out all that time. Like, bro, like, trilogy's gotta go with the flow. Back to back, man.
Hey, look, Fresh BX said that Sugar Ray Leonard knocked out Thomas Hearns, though. But Thomas Hearns messed his eye up. Thomas Hearns, he ended Sugar Ray Leonard's career. Thomas Hearns ended his career, bro. Messed his eye up with that jab, and we all know that Thomas Hearns was winning that first fight in the beginning. He was winning that fight until he got tired at the end, and Sugar Ray knocked him out. But even in that rematch, Thomas Hearns beat Sugar Ray up in that rematch, bro. He dropped him twice, and they gave it a draw. You know what I mean? Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, was like, bro, they was robbing people for Sugar Ray Leonard. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
But Sugar Ray, go ahead, my bad.
that fight with Hearns, bro, like he showed a lot of grit in that fight, and the strategy that got Hearns caught up was Sugar Ray was moving him in a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? And he was mainly on the back foot, like on an angle. So he was on an awkward angle, which, you know, Hearns is more like a toe to toe. Like, he's not a really awkward, like, he was getting pushed in a certain direction he wasn't supposed to be in. And that's how Sugar Ray moved him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he called him. So, and that was a good strategy on Sugar Ray's part.
Facts. See, the thing is with Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, like, I'm gonna give him his credit because he took that Roberto Duran rematch right away. When he first lost to Roberto Duran, they did a rematch right away. And he said that he knew that Roberto Duran used to be blowing up in between fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he knew that Roberto Duran in between fights will get real heavy in weight. So that's why he took that immediate rematch with Roberto Duran, because he knew Roberto Duran was partying and he wasn't going to be ready for that second fight right away. You know, the rematch happened like 6 months right after the first fight. So, you know, he said that Roberto Duran was partying, so he knew to fight him right away. So that's what happened in that one. I give him his credit. He did an immediate rematch with Roberto Duran after he lost, but that was only because he knew Roberto Duran was partying and stuff like that. So,
who you see Canelo rematching or facing other than Triple G? Like should he do Daniel Jacobs again?
I don't want to see that. Nah, man, I don't. He beat Daniel Jacobs pretty good to me, bro. Like, I thought he beat Daniel Jacobs up.
What about Trout?
I mean, he should have did a rematch probably like right after that, but he took that Mayweather fight, so he had the Mayweather fight right after that. So I see why he didn't give Austin Trout a rematch right away. But right now, to see him versus Trout, I think it'll be a good one. But to be honest, Trout is fighting at 147 now, and Canelo at 168. So,
well, damn.
Yep, for sure.
Ain't that something?
For Fresh BX said it was a decisive win for Sugar Ray Leonard over Thomas Hearns in their first fight. Yeah, it was. He won by knockout.
You would think Trout be chasing Canelo, man.
Yeah. Well, Trout should have tried to get that rematch like around that. Even that Lara fight, I think when he beat Lara that time, he should have went to like a Lara rematch right after that, because people were saying, "Oh, you know, we thought Lara won," so he should have gave Lara a rematch right away and really beat his ass. Fresh BX says Sugar Ray Leonard was a diva. I think though he was a diva. We all know that, bro. You know what I mean?
We all know that.
We all know that, bro. Fresh BX said, "Why you think I said Hearns probably the GOAT at 147?" Yeah, I remember you said that. Yep, but I mean, Thomas Hearns couldn't really take a punch like that. We seen him get knocked out versus Iran Barkley. We seen Thomas Hearns get knocked out by Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. He got knocked out a couple of times, bro. His chin wasn't the best. Thomas Hearns didn't have the best chin. All right. Fresh BX says TJ Ford, he not sharing that chopped cheese though. Pray for him.
They only knock Hearns out when he gets tired.
Yeah, he used to get tired and he used to get knocked out, bro. You right. Was it his chin or was it his stamina?
He be gassing himself. Like, that's one thing about Hearns. I'm like, he can go straight from the bell and then like gradually, but you got to really like bang it out with Hearns to get Hearns tired. But sometimes he do it to himself, like in certain fights, like he gas out, and then that's when you can catch him.
Tay Walker says JFL. Tay Walker just said no rematches for Canelo. He needs to fight Jamal or Andrade. I agree. He needs to fight Andrade or Jamal Charlo. One of those dudes, bro. Because we don't want to see him fight against Billy Joe. Even though Billy Joe got a belt, I'd rather see him fight Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, man, we all know that when you get a black fighter and you get a Mexican fighter, it always leads to big events, bro. Like Mayweather, always Mayweather versus Juan Manuel
Man,
Marquez, Mayweather versus Robert Guerrero, Mayweather versus Jose Luis Castillo. When Mayweather fought those Mexican fighters, bro, everybody used to tune in. Mayweather versus Canelo, Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. Everybody was tuned in to those fights on Cinco de Mayo, bro. You know what I mean?
now you
Yeah, he
see,
needs to fight
now
one of them.
you see how Mayweather's doing it compared to how Canelo's doing it. You see what I'm saying now?
Say it again one more time.
Now you see what you said. You see how the difference between how Mayweather's doing it and Canelo's doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's two different. It's two different lanes. Like
Yeah, you're right. You're right. For sure. But they both be picking and choosing in a way, though. I love Mayweather. Mayweather's my favorite fighter, but Mayweather was picking dudes, though. He even said, like, yo, I pick my opponents. You know what I mean?
the opponents that earns it or on that level. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Canelo, he needed. If you're gonna take a page out of Mayweather book, follow it accordingly, man. That's all I'm saying. That's
Yeah, fight some black fighters, huh?
that's across the board. You know what I'm saying? That's not just at the Canelo. That's across the board. Like if you want to try to do a Mayweather blueprint style or try, you know what I mean, just follow it accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? But then they want to compare, people to Mayweather and this to Mayweather. I'm like, you know what I mean? That's kind of like I'm not gonna get into that. But Canelo, he definitely need one of those fights like how Duran had with Sugar Ray.
You're
And I ain't
right.
see that
You're right.
fight yet.
He did fight. He did fight Floyd, but that's you know what I mean. He lost that fight. Like he got to take a fight like Duran took and win it. He got to go fight Andrade and win. He got to go fight Charlo and win. I see what you're saying, bro. I agree with you. Tay Walker says we want to see Canelo fight the best in his division. Facts. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Fresh BX said Barkley ain't knock out Hearns at 147. Yeah, he knocked him out at 160 pounds. And you know what? Roberto Duran moved up and he beat Iran Barkley. After Iran Barkley knocked out Thomas Hearns, Roberto Duran had beat Iran Barkley. You know, Iran Barkley is from the BX too. He from the Bronx, bro. So that's your peoples right there from the Bronx, man. You know what I mean? And Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland, the basketball players from the BX too. Rod Strickland from the BX, man. Let's get into this work real quick.
Would you be afraid? So would I. Boxing historian Bert Sugar.
The Americans did not invent the word machismo. It ain't our word. They didn't invent mano a mano. It ain't our word. And when somebody comes out of Latin America who embodies these, know how big a hero he is going to be. That's Roberto Duran.
He was a legend, bro. They ain't gonna lie.
People think of him as a mayor, like he's in public office.
Hey, JFL Canelo does got a long way to go, bro, to catch Roberto Duran, though. I agree. He's not on Duran's level, but he has potential to be like a Roberto Duran type of guy. I think so. He got the skills, though.
And look, Duran had his country on his back, bro. So Canelo, he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely representing. But like I said, a Charlo could be Canelo's haggler. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like in that effect. You know what I'm saying?
You saying Charlo versus Canelo could be like Roberto Duran versus Hagler type of fight.
Right.
You're right. He did have his people on his back, though. For sure, he did.
Character out of a Dickens novel. Duran's manager, Carlos Oleta.
Thank you very much, Roberto. Mano de vida.
Into it with me that day. 3 or 4 years passed, and I went to Colón to see a fight. And in one of the preliminaries, I saw him, and I said, "This is the same fellow that I saw in my house." And he won that fight with courage, with his heart.
He was a hell of a fighter. All-time great Roberto Duran.
That's how hard it is.
Writer, broadcaster, Alfonso Castillo. I was broadcasting a fight in Panama City, and it was the fourth or fifth fight of Roberto Duran's career. And I said, this young man has hands of stone, because whoever he hits falls down. I used that same expression, manos de piedra, in my column and on TV. And then this phrase was like the wind. It was everywhere. Without peer in Latin America, Duran brought his hands of stone to New York in 1971, his first trip to the United States. Confidant, Luis Enriquez.
We left him at the hotel in front of the garden, and when we came back, Duran was in the room. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, no Duran. Well, around 4:30, quarter to 5, Duran came up to the room. I was excited. Where were you? I said, I was across the street, looking at the girls. Then Mr. Alvarez said to him, you must be crazy. You're fighting in the greatest building. You've been made about boxing. And you're fighting.
He's working on that head movement right there.
Stop worrying.
Hey, let's go watch Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. I want to watch Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray.
That's exactly what.
You down for it?
Yeah, I like that special right there. He had a sense of humor and definitely a character, man. Like he got humor to him too, man.
Let's get into this. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray. Come on.
Oh, sidebar. Let me say a sidebar real quick. This is just off the sidebar. I don't want to throw it in there, but man,
Go ahead. I'm gonna put it on mute. We can just talk.
He would have been a hell of a WWE fighter, man. Because that would show more of his humor side. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know he's feared and he's Duran and hands of stones. But I'm just saying, if he was ever in wrestling, man, he would have been a beast in that arena.
For sure, man. This is his fight against Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's get into it, man. I think this was, you know what I'm saying, one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. This fight right here got to go down. It's probably the greatest fight in the history of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Along with Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, and Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Here goes Sugar Ray Leonard. This one, Sugar Ray was undefeated. Sugar Ray Leonard was really young at this time. You know, keep in mind, Roberto Duran came up from 135 pounds, and he moved up 2 weight classes to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? Roberto Duran came up from 135, moved up to 147 pounds to fight Sugar Ray Leonard.
1 second though. Shout out to the barber. Hey yo, that shape up though.
Hell yeah. Sugar Ray had the fro. So Sugar Ray Leonard, man, he messed up and he came out and he fought flat-footed. Roberto Duran got in his head and Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran's type of fight. That was the mistake that Sugar Ray Leonard made in this particular fight. Big mistake he made. You know what I mean? He went toe-to-toe with Roberto Duran, and Roberto Duran, you know, he beat him up. He beat down Sugar Ray Leonard, but I got to give Sugar Ray Leonard credit in this fight because Sugar Ray Leonard, he actually he showed us a lot of heart, man. You know what I mean? He didn't quit or anything, and he kept fighting, and he had some success in his fight. He actually, you know, he fought really good as well, bro. He didn't even box him, but he went toe-to-toe, and Sugar Ray Leonard showed us that he had that dog in him. You know what I mean? To go toe-to-toe with Roberto Duran.
And he's going up against the hands of stones, bro.
This was a hell of a fight, bro. But this fight right here, this win right here, bro, makes Roberto Duran one of the greatest fighters of all time. Just look at his style, bro. You know, she shoots with the right-hand lead by Roberto Duran. Sugar Ray Leonard coming forward. As you can see, Sugar Ray Leonard is flat-footed. He's not backing up at all. He's coming forward against Roberto Duran. And keep in mind, Sugar Ray Leonard is the bigger fighter. He's a natural welterweight. Roberto Duran came up from 135. So maybe Sugar Ray was thinking, I'm the bigger guy. You know, he's moving. Roberto Duran is moving up in weight. So I'm going to walk down Roberto Duran. but that turned out to be his mistake. Roberto Duran with a right hand lead. He just missed it. Roberto Duran shoots a jab. Jab by Roberto Duran. Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? He's moving around a little bit, but as you can see, he's not really using his footwork. Usually we see Sugar Ray Leonard dancing in the ring. And right now, Sugar Ray Leonard is just standing toe-to-toe with Roberto Duran. JFL, what's your thoughts?
At this time, I'm thinking about speed versus timing, and what Duran had in this fight compared to that speed that Sugar Ray has. So, to give credit, low key, Duran definitely had some good timing in this fight.
Facts. Right hand lead by Roberto Duran.
And
Sugar Ray Leonard showing
low
off
key
his hand
speed.
speed.
Yeah, because you got to catch.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you got to catch Sugar Ray, and he was catching him. So, I mean, unless, it was a toe to toe bout, like you said, he was fighting a different style. Sugar Ray was, and yeah, he went toe to toe because he said that's part of the mindset Sugar Ray was in. I'm gonna go toe to toe with this Hands of Stones.
Yeah, I think the trash talk from Roberto Duran got in Sugar Ray. He got in Sugar Ray's head, and Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran's fight. This is why I would say Mayweather is better than Sugar Ray Leonard, because Mayweather, he never fought nobody's fight. Mayweather always went in there and he fought his fight. He was always smart. He outsmarted people. I think Floyd Mayweather was a smarter fighter than Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, he wasn't using his brain. Sugar Ray Leonard, he was out there trying to brawl. You know what I mean? With Roberto Duran, and he made his mistake. That's why he took a loss. You know what I mean?
I mean, but at the same token, people would like to say uh, that Mayweather fought his style, and they label him as a runner compared to Sugar Ray, who goes forward and box. But at the same token, though, Mayweather always fight his style forward or backwards. So, you know what I mean?
Facts. Good first round. I got Roberto Duran winning that first round, man. He was able to land some big body shots on Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting Roberto Duran's fight. You know what I mean? He was definitely fighting Roberto Duran's fight. Sugar Ray Leonard fought the wrong fight. That's why in that rematch, Sugar Ray Leonard switched his whole game plan, and then he started dancing. He started using his footwork.
He started showing off. That second fight, Sugar Ray was in his bag.
In that second fight, right?
Yeah, bro.
Facts. Look at the highlights. Roberto Duran, rushes in. Sugar Ray shoots a body shot to the hip, lands it in a left hook by Sugar Ray Leonard, lands, and he gets out. He gets off the ropes. Roberto Duran putting that mental pressure on Sugar Ray Leonard. So in the second round, I'm going to put the volume up because this is when Sugar Ray Leonard gets hurt by Roberto Duran. I want y'all to hear it.
Like he did against Pete Ranzani. I'm amazed. I thought he'd dance with this man and try to sucker him into a left hand. Angelo says Leonard does not have to dance on him. He does not want him backing up with Duran. And Duran is willing to do his thing. He's got Duran backing up. There's a lot of feinting going on here. They're both trying to feel each other out still in spite of that hectic first round. But the Leonard fast hands are something to see. So are Duran. Duran is charging in like the charge of the Light Brigade. He's almost throwing caution to the wind. You see that charge? It's intensity, it's fierceness, it's fighting. Duran is throwing caution to the wind. That could cost him because Sugar Ray Leonard is cool. Yes, he is. If you notice, though, Ferdy, he wants to catch Leonard with that right hand, and to do it, he's got to beat one of the greatest left hands in the business. Now Duran is not closing the distance. Boy, I tell you, I was going to say they're going to try to establish that, but son of a gun. Look how close Duran is getting. They started out way apart. Good job by Duran. caught the letter and he feels it. He's holding on. Whether there's in trouble, the referee is very ineffectual here. He has not been able to get him off. He's chasing him to the rope. Duran with 2 shots. 3. He's got him in the ropes again.
Damn. JFL, you seen that left hook? Sugar Ray got rocked.
Man, that was so quick, I ain't even see it.
Let me run it back. I'm gonna rewind it. Sugar Ray got hit by a left hook. He got rocked. Check it out right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see him do a stanky leg.
Speed and timing, bro. Speed and timing, bruh.
Exactly, bro. Roberto Duran has skills, bro. It wasn't just pure power. Look at the intensity. Roberto Duran brushing him.
And you know what's crazy? He was waiting for that right hand, but he caught him with the left hand.
You're right. He fainted. He fainted with that right hand, and he brought the left hook upstairs. It looked like he was gonna throw that right, bro. He has skills, bro. Look how he set it up. He set him up, bro. He set his ass up. It looked like he was throwing a right, and he brought up the left hook and cracked his ass with it. You was right, bro. That was great skills right there. It coming right here. Doubling, tripling, jab to the body. He shoots a jab upstairs. Here we go, right here. Oh, left hook. Cracked his ass. Wobble. Sugar Ray Leonard did the stanky leg. Unbelievable. Roberto Duran banging him to the body. Roberto Duran just hurt Sugar Ray Leonard. What a fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Canelo fight Andrade, bro. I think Canelo versus
That's what Andrade. It is. That's what it's looking like to me now.
Damn. Canelo versus Andrade could be something like this, bro. You know what I mean? I swear to God, it's going to be a great fight.
I mean, it couldn't have been Floyd. You know what I mean? But Duran, Andrade, that could be close to it.
Damn, let me see what the people are saying in the chat real quick. What they saying about that left hook? What y'all saying? Glenn, what up, Glenn? What up, Glenn? What's good, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? What y'all think, though? Skinny, goat like Bud. Who you talking about? Who y'all talking about? Shout out to my boy Glenn. H Money, what you think about Bradley saying Shakur gonna be the next Mayweather? Hell nah. Shakur Stevenson, bro, he's too small, bro. He can't be the next Mayweather. The man's small as hell. You know what I mean? And he got a lack of power. Shakur Stevenson ain't really, he's a good fighter. I'm not here to bash Shakur Stevenson, but Shakur Stevenson, he doesn't really have any power.
I'm gonna say this, man. Anyone that's getting compared to a Mayweather, remind you, bro, you gotta like become Mayweather, man. Like, you can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mayweather's Mayweather, bro. Like, these comparisons and, you know what I mean, the Mayweather it tripped me out, bro. Like, only person that can get close to a Mayweather ever was Adrian Broner. Out of everybody, Adrian Broner was the closest one that was like a Mayweather.
Yeah, but he kept losing those fights, bro. He kept losing to Sean Porter's. He kept losing to Mike Donna. Fucking.
Nah, but I got a video about that, but you know, I'll elaborate on that. But fight style wise, I'm talking about the closest thing you can compare Mayweather to. Well, AB, like, bro, especially Pretty Boy AB. Brush my hair. Shout out to the barbers.
Let's go take a look at Roberto Duran real quick. On
damn, that resume crazy.
103 wins for Roberto Duran. 103 wins. You know what I'm saying? 70 knockouts, 16 losses. He been knocked out 4 times. But guess what, guys? Most of those losses that Roberto Duran got, it's when he was past his prime. He kept fighting until he was like 50-some years old, bro. You know what I mean? So a lot of losses he got after his prime was over, and he just continued to fight. But Roberto Duran, 103 wins. Incredible. You know what I mean? Let's go look at the resume for Roberto Duran. Of course, his big wins over Sugar Ray Leonard, big win over Davey Moore, Iran Barkley. Of course, at lightweight, he beat Esteban de Jesus.
Keep scrolling down, bro.
Esteban de Jesus. A lot of those fights were in Panama as well. But his first loss was to Esteban de Jesus. And then he came back and beat Esteban de Jesus. He knocked him out. So he took a controversial loss, and that one a lot of people said he was robbed. But yes, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard. Of course, his win over Sugar Ray Leonard.
Keep scrolling down, bro.
All the way.
Yeah, man.
A lot of fights, dog. 2 pages. Matter of fact, you got to go 2 pages. For real. He got, bruh. That's how many fights he had, yo.
Yeah, he said you got to go to 2 pages, bro.
Yeah, he said page 1, page 2. I never seen that. But he had a lot of fights, bro.
Chat smoke. That resume ridiculous, bro.
Chat smoke. You know what I mean? Let's get it going. Let's see. Hey, yo, Sills, what up, Sills? What up, Glenn? Yeah. Hey, Fresh BX says Shakur too small like Mayweather. Ain't start at 130. Yeah, but it's height though. BX, Shakur. Let's go to Shakur Stevenson. We're gonna get back to Roberto.
Hold up, we're gonna go there. Why are we gonna go there?
Because I want to show his height real quick. He's saying Shakur. See how tall Shakur is, bro. Shakur ain't got no power, bro. You just look at the man's power. The man ain't nothing like Mayweather. Is he training with Mayweather? Come on, is he training with Mayweather? No, he's not. Man, how he gonna be the next Mayweather? He ain't never trained with Mayweather.
All I'm saying is, I would keep my opinion to myself on that one.
No, go ahead, bro. Come on, free smoke. You know that.
Yeah, free smoke. I'm saying Shakur. To me, I think he should have signed with the money team.
Yeah, he should have for sure. Because Bob Arum don't be doing black fighters right, bro. You know what I mean? Bob Arum, he don't treat the black fighters the right way, bro. Like that's why Floyd Mayweather left Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Now he's getting his opportunity to fight during this quarantine time. I'm like, where was the same energy before this? You know what I'm saying? So that's good looking. Let's give him that debut to start off because, you know, he was on the back burner and, you know, he supposed to have been in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, I just feel he with the wrong squad.
All right. Fresh BX got a point. I ain't going to deny it. Fresh BX, you got a point right now. He says Shakur 5'8", Floyd Mayweather 5'8". All right, but look, Shakur Stevenson, listen, to be the next Mayweather, bro, you got to train with Mayweather. Shakur Stevenson don't train with Mayweather, bro. He been training with the Mayweather since he was 8 years old, dog.
And you got to follow the blueprint accordingly.
Exactly. Devin Haney's the one training with Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather since he was 8 years old, bro. To be the next Mayweather, you got to train with the Mayweathers. You know what I mean? You can say the height all you want. All right. But has Shakur Stevenson, you know, trained with Floyd Mayweather? Hell no. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. And his power ain't there, bro. Shakur Stevenson, 13 wins, 7 knockouts. Come on, bro. Only 7 knockouts. He ain't got the power, bro. He doesn't have the power to be no Mayweather, bro. Mayweather, when Mayweather was at featherweight, bro, Mayweather was knocking everybody out, dog. Who was Shakur knocking out?
Like I said, though, man, I know people, you know, they got their opinions about AB, man, but fight style wise, man, only person that came close, like, dog, when I first came across AB, yo, I'm thinking AB Mayweather's son, bro.
For sure. I would shout out to Sills in the chat. Sills said comparisons to Mayweather Jr. needs to end. Nah, bro. Devin Haney's training with him right now. Even Floyd Mayweather Sr. said Devin Haney. Listen, Floyd Mayweather's daddy said that Devin Haney is the next Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather Sr. ain't never said that about no fighter, bro. That's all I needed to hear, bro. You know what I mean? And we all know Floyd Mayweather Sr. started off his son training. He trained his son since he was a baby. And Floyd Mayweather Sr. been training Devin Haney since he was 8 years old. Come on now. Let's go. My boy Rubski says Top Rank is great for Shakur. TMT would have been a disaster. You know what I mean? I respect everybody's opinion. But look, Rubski, Bob Arum hasn't been doing a great job with black fighters. You got to be honest. Bob Arum, he didn't do a great job with Floyd Mayweather.
H Money.
What's up?
Now, you know the fantasy fights, right? Between Roy Jones and Mayweather. Now, what if, you know, they trying to get Haney to be more like those two combined? Bruh.
You said which fantasy fight? My bad.
Roy Jones and Mayweather.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Now, Haney, to me, if you want to do another one, bro, like another comparison fight, to me, Devin Haney reminds me of Roy Jones. Not more so Mayweather, but now Mayweather training him, so maybe he'll have like a Mayweather-ish type of certain like moments, you know what I'm saying, with Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, but I'm leaning more towards Roy Jones when Haney fights. So that'd be a good I don't know, I'm saying, you know Haney better than me, bro. What you think?
Yeah, he got some Roy Jones in his game for sure. And you know he used to train with Roy Jones Jr., matter of fact. I got video
two together, bro. Combining the Roy Jones and the Mayweather, like in one, in the Haney, bro.
Yeah, I think Devin Haney is like a combination of Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., and Sugar Ray Leonard all together.
Okay.
But he's more like, to me, he's more like Mayweather than anybody. Let's get to the chat smoke because they come in with it. Fresh BX says, to be the next Mayweather, you got to train with Mayweather. Did Canelo train with Duran? What that got to do with Mayweather? Hey, what does that got to do with Mayweather, bro? To be the next Mayweather, you got to go train with the money team, bro. Floyd Mayweather is a trainer. Roberto Duran has never been a trainer, Fresh BX. Floyd Mayweather got his own. He got his own fighters. He's a trainer. Devin Haney started off with the money team. We all know Devin Haney was a part of the money team.
Shit,
You know what I mean?
I can imagine that though. I imagine that though. Duran training Canelo. God damn.
Yeah, that'll be good. But Fresh BX, bro, to be the next Mayweather, I'm not saying the next Duran, you know, the next Canelo. We're talking about the next Mayweather, bro. Floyd Mayweather is a trainer. He's training fighters. Floyd Mayweather Sr. is a trainer. Who went to go train with the Mayweathers and learned all the moves? Devin Haney, bro. Did Shakur Stevenson do it? No. How am I going to compare Shakur Stevenson, who's never trained with Floyd Mayweather? How am I going to train those guys? I mean, how am I going to compare Shakur Stevenson, who's never even been in the gym with those dudes? Let's go to Fresh BX's comment real quick. Let's get it popping. Though. Let's go to BX's comment real quick. Everybody hit the like.
Man, listen, man. I'm convinced, man. Adrian Broner, man, that's Floyd Youngin, bro.
I mean, Broner chose the wrong route, though. I gotta be honest, though, JFL.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about when you watch him fight, bro. I'm talking about skill set, bro. I'm talking about he was already being compared to Mayweather, and you can't move like that. Like that's like Tyson and his seed, you know what I'm saying? Like his youngin and shit. Like he gonna move just like Tyson, bro. So I'm convinced, man. Like Adrian Broner and Mayweather, and look, and you know Mayweather was beefing with Senior at one point, and then Adrian Broner beefing with his pop Mayweather. And it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I remember because Floyd Mayweather Sr. and them was roasting Adrian Broner. They was like he ain't shit as a fighter. They was saying he was a bum.
Man, they know
he used to get mad.
Man, that's I mean, that's how you do. I mean, you know, that's that talk, man. You know.
Yo, Fresh BX, that's the link you talking about. It's when that kid, the video of this kid right here, when he said kid has message to classmates for the first day of school. You talking about that video? You must be talking about that.
All right, so we back on this Canelo and Duran, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. I just want to answer this question. Brother Boxing Talk says, who is a good boxer to compare Teofimo Lopez? My comparison for Teofimo Lopez, JFO, you can go next. I would say Andre Berto. I'm comparing Teofimo Lopez to Andre Berto.
Whoa. Hold up. What?
The young Andre Berto. I ain't talking about Andre Berto now, who's old. I'm talking about Andre Berto in his prime.
Prime Berto to Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, man, Andre Berto was a killer at first. When Andre Berto first
Okay.
came out, dog, I thought he was gonna beat Mayweather, bro. For real.
Now I never thought that because I used to call Berto the head butter. Now he's about to follow the footsteps of Timmy Bradley, but he tightened up and he was more on the combination and he was he never turned his switch on. So that's my thing with Berto. Like he just stayed complacent and he just bang it out with you, but he don't turn that switch on like he's supposed to. But Teofimo Lopez, I'm gonna have to let that sink in, and maybe we can find another comparison.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can show y'all some Andre Berto highlights when he was young, bro. Andre
But maybe,
Berto
maybe on the next maybe on the next comparison, bro.
You don't like that one?
We'll keep the consistent with the comparisons with Canelo and Duran.
I got you. Let me just show them Andre Berto when he was younger. You gotta, they gotta show the young Berto, dog. They showing the old Berto highlights. When Berto was young, when he was beating people asses. There we go. When he was young, he was knocking people out. Look at this shit. Then when Berto was young, he was beating the shit out of people, dog. Talking about the young Berto, dog. Motherfucker was beating the ass.
I gotta really let that sink in with the Lopez, bro.
His hand speed when he was younger, dog. Uppercuts. Look, that's like Teofimo, bro. He was knocking people out. Look at that shit.
That's interesting.
The young Berto, dog. I'm talking about the young Berto. Look at that shit. Uppercut. Bro, Berto was beating the shit out of people, dog.
Yeah, I like the fact that he never he used to headbutt, but he got, but now they headbutt him.
Look at Berto when he was younger. Whew, look at that uppercut, nigga.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Damn, Berto had hands, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's how Teofimo be beating the shit out of people. This is how Berto was doing folks back then. Dropped Victor Ortiz. Look at that. Damn. Come on, bro. That's all I'm gonna give y'all, bro. I'm gonna save that video. I'm saving that video, dog.
You say that, John. I see. I kind of see what you mean, but I'm gonna let that sink in for me, man. That's interesting. So you mean about are you talking about like timing wise, like how? I'm gonna let that sink in, man. Shout out to the chat smoke. He throwing a curve left, right hook to a nigga. You know what I'm saying on that chat smoke.
Yo, Glenn.
What's good, bro?
Yeah, what's up? I'm making sure that was you. What's going on?
Yo, chilling, man, chilling. Yo, I could see that though. Like, Berto was a beast, man. You know his father, I think, was in the MMA.
Yeah, it was a kickboxer.
Yeah, you see, yeah, he was in some type of shit there where he was a fighter. So it's like it's in his blood, and he's Zoe. He's Zoe Pound from down south of Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude grew up on some rough shit. no bullshit. Down there is tough around little Haiti. I think he just got that. He got that. He came in with a hunger. I think he just kind of like over the years, man. After some brutal fights, because he had some brutal fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Like fight of the year candidates. But he got dropped. Like you showed that clip where he dropped Victor Ortiz. In that same fight, Victor Ortiz knocked him down a couple times, and I think won by knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a war. You're right.
Yeah, that was tough, man. And they were both promised whoever won that had a title shot with Floyd Mayweather. That's why Victor Ortiz ended up fighting Mayweather, because if not, it could have been Berto as early as that.
Facts.
Well, since we talked about Berto real quick, all I gotta say is Porter got that headbutt TKO off of Berto. He ain't won that fight.
Yo, you talking about Sean Porter versus Andre Berto, that fight?
Yeah, he caught him with a headbutt, and then he shoved him, and then that's when the ref stopped the fight. And Berto was like, "Bro, I'm getting headbutt all through this fight, bro. Like, chill with the headbutts, bro." But Porter kept headbutting, and that's when they stopped the fight. So that win on Porter resume against Berto, that's lies, bro.
Facts. Facts. Sean Porter, man, a lot of people say that Sean Porter is a dirty fighter. I got a couple questions for Glenn real quick. Glenn, as you can see on the title of the video, it's we're comparing right now Canelo Alvarez to Roberto Duran. What's your thoughts on the comparison? And, how do you feel about Canelo Alvarez as a fighter as well?
Canelo, for me, he's interesting because we only have one Floyd Mayweather, and we spoke about this yesterday about him being an extension of Sweet Pea Whitaker, right? But follow what I'm saying. So there's only one Floyd Mayweather. I think the person that learned the most off of Floyd Mayweather was Canelo Alvarez. I think he's his best student, even though he didn't personally train him. He trained him. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he looked at that footage of his only loss in his career and rewinds, and he probably watches it still to this day before every fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like improved so much since that fight. He had flaws. He had tough fights, but we talking about how many fights Duran had? 112.
Yeah, man, he had a lot of fights, dog. I think more than that.
So it's possible Canelo could potentially end up like that. So I could see the resemblance there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already more than halfway there as far as fights.
Facts, and he's only 29 years old.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to just speed it up a little bit though in the next couple years before he gets too old. Because I understand he wants to fight on the Mexican holidays and stuff like that, but that's only twice a year. We need you to come in and fight like a Chavez or Duran if you want that same type of respect.
Right.
And fight everybody at the same time. Andrade is a great fight for him, but go at Charlo. Charlo's calling you out. Go at Charlo, man. Like, just fight him. You know what I mean? I don't think that Canelo is afraid of any man on planet Earth, and I don't think that like he's gonna look soft or get knocked out because he got a beard against any man on this earth. So just fight him.
And I think it's a kind of a sour situation because, like, Canelo fans, they say, well, what do Andrade do to get that fight? What do Charlo have to do to get that fight? I'm like, that talking point right there just irks me sometimes, but I can understand it. But, like, Canelo, he needs to get in there consistently back to back with fights like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And what did Billy Joe Saunders do to deserve that fight, right? Like, there's a lot of people that you could say, what did they deserve to get that fight?
I would say Daniel Jacobs, but like, what did he really do?
Danny Jacobs actually, you could have even given him the nod with the Triple G fight, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he pretty solid.
So pretty much anybody who gets to Triple G can get to Canelo.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Like that's what
and Charlo should focus on Triple G, but like I said, like Raider said, like it's kind of hard to get to Triple G.
Yeah, and Kovalev came off of a couple losses, and off of Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? And then that's who you go fight at that division. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, he still deserves the props that he got to this day, man. Canelo's a beast. Me personally, like I said before, I actually have him number one on pound for pound with Terrence Crawford right behind him and Vasily Lomachenko after that. And I got a lot of these young cats moving up in the ranks for me, pound for pound. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? There's fights that he could be taking that he needs to stop hesitating for. I think his deal with the zone got something to do with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Since you say he's halfway there with Duran, how far you think, like, he can go? You think he can reach 60-0 or 60 whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I think he could exceed that, but because he's still young. Don't get me wrong, but all the close fights for him right now or in his past, I think those will be getting the nod the other way in the future. So he's gonna end up with losses, like 12 losses if he goes that far. Just like what's his name, Duran.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Wow! So he can minimize that by that or that type of outlook. That's hindsight stuff right there. So I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
that would be the difference in the Duran situation. Like, he will get more losses, but if he waited out like that, you know what I'm saying, he might not be It depends on what weight class division he's in too. So like you
True.
said, he need to go back down. That's why I keep telling people like, I know he had 170 something, but he was moving way better. He was accomplishing like, see what he did in his early. He was a beast. Combination was fluid. You know what I'm saying? His head movement was on point. That
Yeah,
could
if he
that
was still at
coke,
154 and 160, 154 and 160, I think it's perfect for him.
yeah, but people saying that he can't go back down to 154. I'm like, why
Yeah,
not?
he moved up too quick, but he need to like work his way back down. I wouldn't want him to do it like Roy Jones because there's only one Roy Jones, you know. And you taking a risk there. Not saying that he can't do it, but that's a real risky. Like the odds are against you with that, you know, to drop two
I,
weight classes like that. But he got to work himself back down because I don't think that once I know he wanted to go into history with it, but I don't think that that was like a wise move to get that heavy for a fight.
I mean, he accomplished what he did, and I think that's it. Now,
Yeah.
go back down 154 and stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
I,
yo, my bad, y'all. Look, I see this video right here. Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's ranking his greatest fighters of all time, the best evers, and he, of course, Floyd got himself number one. Number two, you know, Floyd gonna put himself number one. But number two, guess who he got? Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? That's his second greatest fighter of all time. Well, besides himself, he got Roberto Duran as the greatest fighter. Glenn, where do you rank Roberto Duran as in your all-time greats?
Man, top five. Top five to be honest with you, bro. Top five. I'm not sure if it's 4 or 5. But when you talking about other people like you know, Joe Louis and you talking about Willie Pep and dudes like that, man, is really tough to get him above them. But overall, and we talking about, you know, other people and things, I could probably put him top 5, like either 4 or 5, man. I would have to really think about who comes after Joe Louis and Willie Pep, man, and Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. I got Roberto Duran in my top 5 as well. Man, he's a hell of a fighter, bro. Just a legend in the sport. Champion in 4 different weight classes. The first man to beat Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, just an incredible fighter, man. 103 wins. You know, I think he's one of the greatest fighters that ever lived, to be honest, man. So he got to be top 5.
I put Duran top 1 or 2.
Okay, that's respectable, man. I you know, because we think about it too during that time in Panama. You know what I'm saying? You were dealing with a lot of shit going on over there, man. You know what I mean? Like you know, CIA in there. You know what I'm saying? Drugs starting over there. Like it was crazy. And for him to come and represent like that,
talk to him.
So you know, for him to come out like that, out of those type of struggles, man. And then you know, even to this day, bro. Even to this day, when white people move to Panama, families live off like $15 for that whole day. You give them $15, bro. They'll work all day, 8 hours, doing shit, and take that $15 and go home with food, beer. You know what I'm saying? Like shit for the kids. You know what I'm saying? And they straight. You know. So imagine back then when everything was happening and he came out of that struggle. That's why he was a great fighter, man. He just had to struggle down there, and then you know you got people going through their own struggles over here. You know what I'm saying? And then they clash in the ring like that. You know. It was all hard.
113 fights on top of that, bro.
I think he had more than that. I think like 140 because he had like 17.
Oh yeah,
something like that. That
2
shit
pages, bro. 2 pages.
Yeah, 2 pages. That's crazy, man. So Glenn, you know, just talking about Canelo. You got Canelo, obviously number 1 on your pound for pound list right now. You know, man, where do you think Canelo ranks amongst the Latino fighters? Of course, Latino fighters. You got Salvador Sanchez. You got fighters such as Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez, Ricardo Lopez. You even got fighters like Carlos Monzon from
And that when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, man, I still need to see the rest of his career because you're asking me a tough question when it comes to that. You still got Felix Trinidad, Cotto. You got a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Going out. What's his name? The Puerto Rican guy Hector Camacho. You know what I'm saying? Who also didn't he beat no, he beat Sweet Pea. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like so yo, there's a lot of fighters that were pretty damn good that are Latino. So I really don't know because we've been part of the community since, you know, who knows when, man, since we started migrating to the US. You know, because before that you had the Polish ones, the German ones, and you know what I'm saying, and all of that. And then when the Hispanics started like migrating to the US and it became a sport within our own countries, you know what I'm saying, and nations. I can't say like my country because I'm from the United States. Puerto Rico's part of the United States. Dominican a little bit, but I really don't you know too much about that history. So facts be told, man. Like it's just I think that they took that home. They were like, yo, that's what they doing in the United States, and they love the sport. They got into it just like they did with basketball, and they did some, you know, in baseball too. And they took it home, did some homework, and came back and started repping. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got a lot of Latinos in the you know, Hall of Fame and shit like that, man. You know, it's a scrap. It's always about heart and shit like that, and that's why they love boxing the same way the Americans love boxing. You know?
For sure, man. You know, so as far as Julio Cesar Chavez is concerned, I mean, who you thought was a better fighter between Julio Cesar Chavez and Roberto Duran?
I have to say Duran, and only because Julio Cesar Chavez was his resume was a little fluffed at the beginning, and then after that, when he had some tough fights, you know, they were questionable. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have given a nod to the other side. And so even though he's great, he's definitely up there in the top Latino fighters. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Duran really went at shit for real, and was balls deep, bro. It was like, yo, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. What about you, JFL, between Chavez and Duran?
I'm gonna go with Duran, man. But Chavez, you know, he definitely put up a good fight, and he let you get the best of him. And sometimes, you know, and but Duran, he don't play, man. He a different breed, man.
Yeah, I agree. And just to let y'all know, man,
I'm thinking about fucking Lil Wayne song and shit. I'm going in when I'm looking at Duran right now, bro.
he was a killer. You know, even Mike Tyson said Roberto Duran is the reason why he started to box. You know what I mean? Like Mike Tyson, his whole style, like,
yo, you saw that? No.
Dang, he folded, dude, huh?
Yo, but he caught Ray, like, bro, and his time and his speed, his combinations on top of that, bro. Like Duran had everything, bro.
So one comparison though that I will give definitely, right, is to the two that I could definitely see a similarity is the combos, but with the beard. Because they get caught and they don't go down. You know what I'm saying? I seen Duran tired. I've never seen Canelo really like exhausted, like he's getting his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, again, hindsight of 2020, we not that many fights, you know, deep like Duran. But shit, bro, like they got beards, man. Like they get like tagged hard, and they don't drop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's against Iran Barkley at 160
and then
pounds.
look, yo, he walks them down, and then he actually with it. Oh man.
Duran was
and they hit him hard. They hit him hard, and he keeps walking through it, and that's what I see about Canelo. That's why he was able to outlast Triple G, because you know what I'm saying. Like he keeps coming forward, and he gets tagged, and he don't give a fuck. Like he just keep throwing.
Hell yeah, you're right, man. Canelo got a great chin. He's never even been down before.
Hell no. Nah, he lost one fight. I think got one draw, and those are the only blemishes on his resume. And even if you think he got outboxed by Lara or by anybody else, he's still never been dropped, though. He never been dropped.
Right. Been stagnant, but never dropped.
Exactly. Yeah. They've stopped him a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in his tracks, but like from moving forward, made him think about what he's doing, but they never dropped him.
You gotta push Canelo. So that's the thing. Like you gotta push Canelo compared to a Duran. Because Duran, he pushed you. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like, push the Canelo to bring out the Canelo. Like he don't just go after you.
Canelo's a killer too, though, man. I ain't gonna lie, Canelo be, man, his combinations and shit when Canelo's in his shit when he's in his bag, yo.
Yeah.
Man, when he letting them hands go, man, Canelo be fucking people up, dog. I swear to
And then he
God.
walk off too.
And that's why I think that if it was Canelo Duran, to me, in their primes, that's a 50-50 fight, bro, because they both got like the same similar styles and strategies, and they both got a beard. So it's about who's gonna outpoint with the hardest hits.
I got Duran all day though.
I don't blame you. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame you. That's what I mean. Like for me, it's a 50-50 fight though, because if Duran wins, right? But then Canelo is not just a boxer. He's the same way Duran is. He's a boxer, puncher. You know what I'm saying? So they both got skills. They know that they feinting. They know that they trying to trap you. They know they setting you up. But at the end of the day, it's about who catches you the hardest first. You know? And that's why it's interesting to me. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. You listen to my voice just rise because I got passionate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be on every channel. I can't be on every channel talking that passionately. Thank God that H Money recognizes me. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hey man, I'll let you do your thing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if I get too passionate like that on other channels, they're like, yo, you know, throw Glenn off.
Yeah, like on some bitch ass shit, man.
Right.
They real recognize real, bro. You know what I mean? If anybody, you know, have you on their panel, man, they should be thankful, bro, and treat you right. You know what I mean? Because you can anywhere and talk boxing.
Yes, sir, all day, man.
For sure. I'm showing these Canelo highlights. Canelo got a wicked left hook, bro. Even Floyd Mayweather said Canelo left hook is dangerous. Look, Canelo, when he let them hands go, dog. Oh man, when Canelo throwing them combinations, man, it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, I want you to do a reaction video. I want you to start doing reaction videos, bro, because I want you to do like certain fights, man, and I want you to review them without the commentary, because when you review them without the commentary, when you're not listening to somebody try to manipulate you and you watch it for yourself, you always come out with a different perspective.
You're right. For sure, you're right. I got you.
I like on point commentary. Like some commentary is necessary.
Yeah, but I mean, as a boxing expert yourself, when you're watching and you're trying to judge it for yourself, you don't want somebody yapping in your ear, telling you about everybody. This person is always getting the good shots, and then you watching the other dude get more good shots, and they're not mentioning it. They're just talking about that one dude.
Yeah, you know, biased and shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
bad bias.
Like back in the day, you see the commentary on Duran and Sugar Ray. Like, it's certain commentators that be on point and within, like, everybody in sync. The crowd, the commentary, the people who watching, everything's been saying the right thing, and it's just like, that's a commentary I live for, man. Not one biased ass commentary.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Commentary.
If you got the experienced boxers, bro, that's what I love when Roy Jones be talking, man. Like, you know. Like you listen to Roy Jones, he not playing no games, man. He's telling you exactly what he's seeing.
He don't miss no punches either. He don't miss nothing.
Exactly. Exactly. He's telling you, like they could be talking, trying to like highlight the other dude and trying to be biased, and then he'll jump in like, oh, did you see that?
Right. Yo, that's why I love Roy Jones, man. Because when he commentary, bro, I'm like, yes, I got Roy Jones to talk. You know what I'm saying? And he on point, man. The other commentaries, I'm like, yo, what are y'all talking about, bro?
Yeah.
But Glenn, you did have a point when you said of Canelo, he learned a lot from that Mayweather fight. He really did, man. And even Floyd, he talks about how Canelo uses his moves. Like Floyd Mayweather said, Canelo uses my moves and shit. You know what I mean? I heard him say that.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could see it. Like, if you really pay attention to the way he lost that fight, and then you look at how he fights right now, dude, he does a lot of shit like the way Mayweather did it. And Mayweather could recognize, because Mayweather worked on that shit for his whole life. So he's gonna recognize it, you know. But you gotta actually observe it in slow motion, and you see, oh shit, that's where he got that from.
You know who else is good commentary? Lennox Lewis too, man.
Yeah, I like Lennox Lewis on PBC. He does a great job, bro.
He don't miss nothing either.
Yeah, he's not afraid to scream. but what's called it? Yeah, what's called it? When it comes to that, I think he did learn a lot off of Mayweather, man, and I think that that right now he's got about the way he trains himself. I think he's got another 8 to 9 years. You know what I'm saying? I could see him still doing it at 38, but not to the same level. You know what I'm saying? So it's about how many fights he puts in the bag right now.
For Canelo, right?
Yeah.
I think Canelo, like he has his own style. You know what I'm saying? Like that style. That he did Mayweather. That was like temporarily. You know what I'm saying? But I think he has his own style.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think he absorbed it from everybody because I think he got a little bit of Cotto in him too. I think everybody that he fought, I think everybody he fought. Don't forget, like he gave Cotto a lot of credit, just like Mayweather did before and after the. I think that he absorbed a little bit off of Cotto too because Cotto, when they fought, don't get it twisted. If you watch that fight, Cotto was tagging him, but he was hitting Cotto harder. You know what I'm saying? But Cotto was letting his hands go. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a slugfest. But Cotto was a little more trying to like be easy, just keep him off him. You know what I'm saying? Not try to get tagged too much. But every time Canelo hit him, he hit him harder. You know what I'm saying? So I think he absorbed a little bit of from everybody that he fought.
The special ones are getting the best of them.
Yeah.
And they apply it, and then that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I say he's like the best student for Mayweather, just because of the fact that he actually put the shit in work. Like you look at these other dudes that train with him and they don't really absorb it like that. They absorb some of the wrong things. Like it's like, yo, Mayweather did what he had to do to promote himself, but you don't see him on a TV acting like an ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to promote a fight because he's not trying to promote a fight. You know what I mean? He's doing nice things like paying for people's funerals and things like that, doing things behind the cut. So don't fall into the hype and act like that. Absorb the skills that he's trying to teach you in the ring. Don't absorb the wrong things. And I think Canelo took that footage from his loss and said, how did I lose this fight? And watched it over and over and over and kept, and I'm pretty sure he does that with every fight. How is this person outboxing me? How did Amir Khan outbox me? How did before I knocked him out? How did Erislandy Lara outbox me? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he takes all of that and studies it like a student of the game.
Yeah, facts.
I got a question for both of y'all. So, which style do y'all like better from Canelo? Y'all like when Canelo goes in and walk you down like he did Rocky Fielding and when just use the body shots and go for the knockout, or do you like when Canelo boxes like he did against Austin Trout, or like the way he boxed against I would say Daniel Jacobs? You know what I mean? Or do you just like when Canelo slugs it out like how he did with Rocky Fielding? Which style y'all like better from Canelo?
You could go ahead first. I got my answer already.
I'd rather see Canelo slug it out because that's what he's best at, and he takes longer if you do. Like, to me, it's like he pick up the pace more. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't hesitate as much when he's in his bag going forward and walk you down and Duran you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but on the boxing, that's my take on that.
I like, for me, if you give me an example, the way he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Triple G the second time. When he comes forward and uses his feints and hands because he's angry at you and he doesn't want to leave it up to the cards. He want to really go at you.
Yeah, me too, man. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if he fights Andrade, like if he goes and fights Andrade and he wants to box with Andrade, like he did against like Mayweather. When he fought Mayweather, to me, he didn't go in there and was aggressive like he wanted to knock Mayweather out. He went in there and was trying to like be in a chess match with Mayweather, and he got outboxed. And I felt like in the beginning of that Lara fight, in the first couple rounds, Lara was outboxing him. But later on in the fight, Canelo was able to land body shots, and he started breaking down Lara a little bit. But if he goes in there and fight Andrade and tries to box with Andrade, I think Andrade could outbox him. But if he goes in there with the game plan like he did in that second Triple G fight, like you mentioned, I think Canelo could possibly beat Andrade. You know what I mean?
and I think Austin Trout was kind of outboxing him too. Luckily for Canelo, he dropped him, but I think there were a lot of spots where Trout was outboxing him. And so that's what I mean. Those type of close fights, he needs to. I'm pretty sure he's reviewed them and like, yo, I can't let this happen again. That was too close.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Because like Canelo, you need to get back in the Duran bag and just go. Like soon the bell ring, don't wait. To me, don't hesitate on boxing. Because when he boxes, he hesitates too much, and then he takes forever. And but I'm like, yo, where's your like you're not on point as much to me. Like I think he'd be lacking in that department. You know what I'm saying? So like he takes forever just to get.
You got a great point actually. You got a great point because when I look at that, that's an excellent point actually because when he's not angry at somebody, he tries to box with them when he knows that if he comes forward, he could probably end it a lot quicker. And instead he tends to fall back and try to get in boxing mode. But when he's really pissed off and comes forward, that's when he does his best work.
Yeah, man.
Facts. But it's good though. Shout out to T-Tone Boxing. T-Tone in the building. What up, my brother T-Tone, man? You know what I mean? Let's get to this chat smoke. Let's see what they talking about in the chat. You know what I mean? My boy, keeping it real. T-Tone says Duran said Floyd stole his moves. Duran said Floyd stole his moves? Damn, I never heard that part. That's crazy. That's crazy. I never heard that before. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I never heard. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. My bad.
My bad. Go ahead, Glenn. I wasn't saying nothing.
No, I'm saying that would be that I wouldn't be surprised though. I never heard it neither. But you just said that Floyd said that Duran was his favorite fighter, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So it wouldn't be surprising, but I never heard that neither. Don't get me wrong. So I'm just saying, if it were true, then I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I heard that he was Floyd's favorite fighter, so that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Facts. Brother Boxing Talk says this is my top 5. He says Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, and Pernell Whitaker. That's a good list. That's a solid list, though. I can't lie.
It's solid. It's solid.
That's a really good list. You know what I mean? T-Tone says, keeping it real, Duran said Floyd stole his moves. Damn, I didn't know that. You just put me on game right there. He says Barbershop is going live. For sure, we'll be there later. We just chopping it up. Fresh BX said he ain't going to fight Andrade the way he fought Triple G the second fight. You can bet that. Damn.
I don't know, man. People be sleeping on Canelo, man. Canelo's a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think he's afraid of anybody. So I don't know that he doesn't have the skills to Andrade. Shit, like, hey, I don't think a lot of people want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I think if it's worth it for Canelo, he will. That's what I was saying earlier. He just needs to just fight people. I think it more has to do with business. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Canelo's afraid of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a beard, man. He could take a punch. You know what I mean? He fought the best of the best so far, right? You know what I mean? So like in his weight divisions, at the time. So now we need to get him back down. He got his little fifth belt, his fifth division belt. He needs to move back down and then get the rest of the belts so all these people can keep their mouth shut. I want to see him versus Plant. I want to see him against Charlo. I want to see him against Andrade. I want to see him against other Charlo. I want to see him move up and down and beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's not because I'm just saying that I want to see him win. I think those are all interesting fights and anybody could win. That's why I want to see those fights.
Facts, man. Canelo been fighting everybody. I got to be honest. Floyd Mayweather, he fought Mayweather at 23 years old. Shane Mosley when he was young. Austin Trout when he was young. Miguel Cotto, he fought Lara. You know what I'm saying? Triple G. Everybody said he was ducking Triple G. Everybody said he was ducking Lara. He fought all those guys. You know what I mean? So I do want to see him fight Andrade. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe that Canelo ducked Andrade. There's a lot of people out here that said it was an opportunity for Canelo to fight Andrade for the undisputed match. You know what I mean? So it's a fight that we want to see. A lot of people saying Canelo ducked Charlo. You know what I mean? Do you think that Canelo ducked Charlo, my brother Glenn?
I don't think he ducked him. I think he was trying to go for legacy and move up. And I think now he's gonna move back down. And then now we're gonna see if he really ducked somebody. But I don't think when it comes to ducking is like you afraid of somebody. I don't think he's afraid of anybody. I don't think like you just said. You mentioned the list. Like he's never been afraid to fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? And somebody just made a comment in the chat. Let me go back to it. It was Fresh BX. He said Triple G fights one way. Canelo knows that. Andrade, you have to prepare for variety. Yeah, but you have to prepare for variety with Mayweather. You have to prepare for variety with Cotto. You had to prepare for variety with a lot of the people that he fought. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he doesn't prepare for variety. Yeah, Andrade's a little unorthodox in the way he fights. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that with a little videotape and the way that he sticks to the game plan and trains, you know what I'm saying? Because he trains hard. So if he trains hard like the way he does, I don't think that it's going to be an easy match for Andrade. You know what I'm saying? But I think he does come forward because that's just the Mexican style, man. That's just the Mexican style. You know what I mean? And I'm not Mexican, but that's why I like seeing Mexican fighters fight against Americans, Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just they got a different style. They're ready to fight. You know?
Facts. You know what? I think that Canelo, his best bet if he does fight Andrade is to go out there for a knockout. You know, Andrade is too slick. I don't want to see Canelo box with Andrade. I want to see Canelo go after Andrade and try to knock him out. You know what I mean? I think that's his best opportunity to beat Demetrius Andrade is to go for a knockout. You know what I mean? Andrade is a hell of a fighter, bro. You know what I mean? He's very slick. I think he's one of the slickest fighters in the sport of boxing at the moment. To be honest,
that's why if he comes with that Triple G style, like that's why I pointed out Fresh BX's comment, because if he goes ahead with the same style that he had against Triple G in the second fight and the same style he had against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., and he comes forward and really goes at them with the boxing techniques, the feints, but with power at the same time. I think that if he goes like that, like the aggressor to Andrade, if he catches him, Andrade's going to have to start thinking about his plan, and then Andrade's going to start having to back up, and then you got a champion of 50-something wins in Canelo, right, putting Andrade to the test, and we want to see him tested, right?
Facts, man.
So that's what makes that shit so interesting. That's what I'm saying.
Andrade kind of remind me of Hopkins for some reason, the way he fights, yo. Like, he's like real awkward and shit, those looping shots. You know what I mean? And nobody really wants to fight him. You know what I mean? The dude is slick. He can box. He can punch. You know what I mean? Andrade is a hell of a fighter, bro. You know what I mean? He's not as dirty as Hopkins, for sure. He's not as dirty as Hopkins, but the man can fight, bro.
Nah, he's excellent. He's excellent. I'll give you that. What's your thoughts, brother?
Yo, JFL.
Oh yeah.
You think Andrade, you know what I'm saying, got a chance against Canelo? Who you think wins between Andrade and Canelo? And what do you think about Andrade as a fighter?
Man, Canelo gonna be dealing with a lot of movement, and Andrade, he's actually an accurate puncher, and he's definitely a come forward fighter, but he also got that back foot game, low key, and if Canelo wanted to like brawl it out, it might not allow Andrade to really get off like that, because I see with Andrade on the screen, like he come forward too. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a toe-to-toe battle, man.
Hell yeah. But Andrade, if he shouldn't go toe-to-toe with Canelo. You know what I mean? That Andrade is a boxer. You know what I mean? Don't go toe-to-toe with a Canelo. Canelo will probably not, have a chance to catch him with a big shot. Andrade got to be slick in there, like how Sugar Ray Leonard was against Roberto Duran in the second fight.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like Andrade, he can go forward. He can come forward, bro.
That's an interesting point, because Triple G also likes to come forward, but Canelo backed his ass up, man. And that was why people were so impressed about that second fight with Triple G, because Canelo was coming forward, and they both said they were going to fight the Mexican style, and it was, Canelo that actually did it. So if the whole thing that makes it so intriguing is if Canelo catches Andrade, right? And then Andrade says, fuck the boxing shit. We're going at it. We're gonna go toe to toe. Does he get caught again, or does he catch Canelo? Because Canelo's got a beard. We already know that. You know what I mean? So does it get into that deep? Does he fall into Canelo's hands with that? Because that's
a possibility. That's a possibility, but at the same time, you got Andrade got head movement, and he definitely can get out of the way of a punch and catch you at the same time. So, and he accurate. You know what I'm saying? But he awkward. He can. What if Canelo, try to go for that knockout, but at an awkward angle, and then he get caught?
Yeah, but I've seen him caught like 100 times, man, against a lot of good fighters, and he just doesn't seem to be affected. He got clipped a lot by Triple G. He got clipped a lot by Cotto. He got clipped a lot by, all the fighters. Kovalev, clipped him a couple times. Like, he got clipped a lot in his career, man.
Where you think Andrade power is at? Cause you see,
that's the question. That's exactly what I'm saying, brother. Like, I don't know if he can hurt Canelo because we've never seen Canelo hurt, but we've seen Canelo hurt people with his style that have never been hurt before. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. It's if he comes forward and makes it a war, if Canelo comes forward and makes it a war, and then Andrade, has a beard and comes forward and returns the favor, that's a fight of the year candidate right there.
Now, okay. Now,
what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, though. Let me just I'm trying to visualize something real quick. Now,
do your thing, bro.
When it came to Khan, right?
Yeah.
And how Khan was like, he was actually outboxing Canelo in that fight, and then he got caught. But I won't necessarily say that Andrade could come forward like how Khan did and got caught, because Andrade, he's just a different. He had more mobile agility than a Khan.
Okay, I could see the agility aspect, right? Hand speed, I would say Amir Khan is up there. But one thing that I would say is that if you look at the way he knocked him out, Canelo was prepping for that for a few rounds. He was lowering him into that one. They practiced that one.
Yeah.
When he did it, it was a perfect. He didn't have to even look. He already knew what he was doing. He was softening Khan up like the previous 3 rounds just for that one punch. And then when he did it, he caught him, boom, and that was it.
But it's the thing. I don't think Canelo should look at Andrade as another Khan. You know what I'm saying? Because
I gotta do that. No. You gotta look at him like a Chavez Jr. or a Triple G. That's what I'm saying, because the Triple G got a chin. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He got a chin too, even though he's just a pussy. He liked to quit. You know what I mean? He wanted to collect his check and bounce. You know what I mean? He's nothing like his father, but he doesn't. You don't Chavez Jr. going down like that. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to, he got his ass whooped against Canelo, and it was because Canelo didn't come in thinking that he was gonna knock him out. He said, "Yo, I gotta beat the shit out this guy if it goes 12 rounds." You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. He beat the shit out of him.
I think Andrade got too much head movement for Canelo.
You gotta, I'm gonna tag later. I'm gonna tag H Money, and so he can plug you with that. But there's a video on YouTube. You can look it up if you got time. You know what I'm saying, about Canelo's head movement, and you're gonna see, that dude is smooth with his head shit too, bro. Like yo, dog, like that. He's watching the same way that not to the degree, because Mayweather was like perfect at this shit, and so was Sweet Pea. So I wouldn't put it in the category of Sweet Pea and Mayweather. But he watches everything that the person is doing and defending it before, and just off of reflexes already knows what the other guy's probably gonna be doing, and he blocks everything just by his head move. So he's nice with it too.
Now, do you now I know about Canelo head movement and stuff like that. Now, do you think there's gonna be like a mirror effect, like they're gonna mirror each other with that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what intrigues me about this fight, man. I'm not saying that Canelo's gonna whoop his ass. I'm saying that in my estimation, Canelo's experience is probably gonna come into play. However, it's not like I'm saying Canelo 100%. Like, it's an interesting fight because Andrade is like so unorthodox in his style. that you know what I mean, it frustrates people. That's why he's undefeated himself. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast. Don't get me wrong. So that'd be a good test for Canelo. But I think at the end of the day, if they come in clashing, and then you know, if Canelo decides, yo, I'm moving forward to really fight this guy, and then Andrade falls into the trap because he gets tagged or something, I think it's going to become an all-out war. And then I'm going to see at the end of the day, yo, regardless, I'm going to win just from watching that fight. Because if they go at each other, they both got skills, they both got head movement. They, you know what I'm saying? And you're talking about experience versus youth, unorthodox, with a solid boxing foundation on both sides. So it's crazy, man.
See, the thing with me is this: like Andrade, he better box him. You know what I mean? You better try to box. I don't think Andrade has been in. I know Andrade has not been in the ring with a puncher like Canelo. You know what I mean? He's never been in the ring with a fighter as good as Canelo. You know what I mean? So Canelo, on the other hand, has been in the ring with fighters as good as Demetrius Andrade and Floyd Mayweather, of course. You know what I mean? So the thing is this: Andrade better box him. You know, you got to use that Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Use the Lara game plan and the Austin Trout game plan. Try to outbox Canelo. If he does that, he will have a chance to win.
Right.
But think about this though. Let's say if Andrade fights Charlo, and we know how Charlo fights. Like, you think he should box Charlo? Because I feel as though Andrade, he can walk down Charlo.
I feel you. He probably would try to walk him down, but if I'm Andrade, like Andrade is a world-class boxer. He has great skills. You know, use your skills, man, like Floyd Mayweather did. You know, be like Mayweather. You know, hit and not be hit. I think if Andrade uses that game plan, the sweet science in boxing, he has a chance to probably beat anybody. But he got to be smart. You can't go in there like Sugar Ray Leonard in that first Canelo fight. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard in that first Duran fight and go toe-to-toe with the bigger puncher and get beat. You know what I mean? You got to be smart in the ring. That's why Mayweather was so good. He never fought anybody's fight. Mayweather always fought his fight every time. You know what I mean? Never switched his game plan. Mayweather was slick. He was a boxer. You know what I mean? It's not about knocking people out. It's about hitting and not being hit. You know, so
let me ask you this then: what game plan you think Canelo could do? Because I only see one game plan for Canelo.
Game plans. Canelo can box or Canelo can brawl. But the thing is, in that Andrade fight, he better not try to box with Andrade, bro, because Andrade is a better boxer than him, and I think Andrade is gonna outbox him easily.
What about Charlo? Because I only see one.
Charlo's well, yeah. See the Charlo fight in Andrade. That's what you're talking about, right?
No, Canelo and Charlo.
All right, Canelo and Charlo. That's a different type of fight. See, Charlo has problems with boxers. We seen Austin Trout give Charlo both of the Charlos problems, and you know, Charlos, they have problem with slick boxers. You know what I'm saying? Who got a great jab and that can move around. So Canelo, I think he could possibly outbox Charlo. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
You think it's a toe-to-toe though? The toe-to-toe fight, right?
I think if he gets tagged, Charlo, I think he's gonna come out because we can see that he's a real dude. Like we can see that he want all the smoke. Right, I think so. He got the heart, but now he hasn't been tagged by somebody like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And so if he gets tagged like that, where we going after that? You know what I'm saying? What type of corner does he have? You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's gonna have the heart, but will he have the feet? You know, will he have the legs? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the whole thing. We haven't seen him in that type of predicament. And like H was saying, you know what I'm saying? You got people that gave him problems like Austin Trout. Austin Trout even gave Canelo a problem. I said that earlier. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes down to it, it's going to be a matter of, do you think that Canelo's like everybody else that you face and you're going to go for a knockout and get set up? Because if you do the same shit you did to everybody else, they're already studying that video. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to get caught. You know, somebody's going to feint you and you're going to fall into it. You're going to get caught. And then we're going to see what your chin is like. But if you're smart about it and you study his tapes and you really prepared for that, you could, stun the world too. You know, so that's also a really good fight. That's why I said earlier, like, I want Canelo to go down and fight the Caleb Plants, the Charlo, the Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I want him to fight all of them.
This what I see though. I see I see Canelo boxing Charlo, but then he has to brawl Andrade.
I can see that. I can see why you would say that. That makes
Yes,
sense.
see, me too. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, because with Charlo is a boxer, and Andrade's a little slicker. But at the end of the day, I think Andrade's still a good boxer. You know, what I'm saying? I think it all matters on when somebody gets clipped on the chin. When somebody gets hurt, when somebody gets hurt, then we're gonna see what it's really about.
Right. And this even though I said Canelo should box Charlo, but here's the thing with Charlo though, like he takes a while to turn that switch on, which is ridiculous. I be getting pissed the fuck off when he do that shit, right?
Talking
I'm
about
like,
Charlo?
yeah, man. I'm like, he takes a long time to turn that switch on. I guess somebody got to get him to that point to turn that switch on, and because that's the thing, if Canelo decides to brawl Charlo, that might turn on the switch. You know what I'm saying? And it might make Charlo step it up more. 'Cause I think he fights better. It's like how Canelo is. You gotta like force him to like bring
I know
out the
what you're saying. Let me add on to that because what I think what you're saying is that um, when it come down to it, you know, you got to force. I think he's afraid to lose the O because he don't have an O yet, right? And
well, no,
Canelo already got the O,
yeah, not. I mean,
and so he's trying to defend it a little bit.
well, I want to say I'm talking about just like in the ring. I'm talking about like it's like Mayweather.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's what I mean. That's what I mean because he's cautious when he starts. He's
Cautious,
cautious because he
but
doesn't
look,
want to lose that. Oh,
every
he
time
want to like.
this, yeah. But what I'm saying is, add on to that was when you catch Mayweather, and this is any fight, you could pick any fight. When you catch Mayweather, that's when he turns on the switch. He turned on that savage mode button, and he'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna get you out of here. First I was playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like certain fighters got that switch they can turn on and off. You know what I'm saying? So Charlo, he turns on that switch late. You know what I'm saying? And he be getting caught. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but then you once you turn it on, then you can see the difference in his whole approach now. Like he turns it up. So if Canelo comes to brawl or Charlo, that might could favor Charlo in a sense. You know what I mean? But if Canelo wants to just box him, he could definitely do that too all night, just box him and let Charlo come to him and don't let him turn that switch on.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I think that Charlo though, like he's gonna have to deal with that switch a little earlier though when it comes to Canelo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
when he gonna do it? That's the thing.
See, but
Like,
if he don't let his hands go, like you see how Broner started falling off because he didn't let his hands go. If he starts doing some shit like that, then he's gonna start losing fans immediately. Like yo, whoa, and then it's gonna be like, yo, why everybody hating on Charlo? But it's gonna be his own fault if he don't let his hands go because Canelo's gonna do it. He's gonna come in and brawl, and we all know that. You know that. I know that. He's gonna come in and brawl. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna try to set him up. But it's not going to be as easy with him as it is with other people because he's a great boxer himself.
and this is the difference though. Andrade, do he has a switch? I don't think he has a switch.
He switches. Yup, he does switch.
He does, yeah.
See, that's different. Like Charlo, that's different.
Yeah.
It's a different fight, bro. Styles makes fights.
Right. Facts. 'Cause I'm saying
I still think whatever fight happens as far as Canelo in it, you got an experienced champion in there that is not afraid of anybody. And I think it's going to be an interesting fight no matter who you put him up against, just like Duran.
Yeah. Let's just say that.
You know what I mean? Just to bring it back to the point of this conversation, right?
Right. I'm in my prediction bag, my ratio. I'm trying to do 60-40.
Yeah. I don't blame you though. I'm not mad at that, man. You know what I'm saying? At least you're not being unrealistic. You know what I mean?
This right here, what I got on the screen is Roberto Duran versus Davey Moore. This is when Roberto Duran had moved up to 154 pounds for the WBA You know what I'm saying? WBA super welterweight championship of the world. You know what I mean? So Roberto Duran moved up from 135, became a champion at 147 pounds, then became a champion at 154, and he also became a champion at 160 pounds when he beat Iran Barkley, from the Bronx. I know that brother Glenn is from the Bronx out there when Roberto Duran beat Iran Barkley from the Bronx. So man, Roberto Duran is a hell of a fighter. They thought he was done. This is after the no mas, after he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, and he came and moved up in weight like a true champion. You know what I mean? So Roberto Duran, great skills, man. But back to this Demetrius Andrade Canelo fight. So who do you pick in that fight, Glenn? Who you got, Canelo or Andrade, if they ever fight?
Like I said, man, it's if it go, I don't know what Andrade's chin is like compared to Canelo. So if I had to go for it, most likely I'm saying 50-50, but I'm gonna have to say just because of the untested chin, I'm gonna have to say about 55 to 60 to 40. Canelo winning.
Facts, keeping it real, man.
Well, can we compare Charlo and Canelo to this fight right here on the screen?
Against Davey Moore, that's a good comparison. Davey Moore, yeah, man, he was a good fighter, bro. He was undefeated at this time. That's possibly a good comparison. You're right. That might be.
I'm looking at it like I'm just picturing like Canelo and
Charlo.
I'm looking at more movements, and Charlo's stance be kind of similar, and you see how the switch is not on.
Damn, Roberto Duran is all over him, bro. That's round number 1. God damn, bro. Hands to stone for real.
Would it be similar to this? That's what I'm looking at. Like,
it might be. It might be, bro. You never know. Because Davey Moore does got a Charlo similar style like a Charlo from what I'm seeing.
Yo, he looked to me, to be honest with you, look at the style. He looked like a Trinidad, bro.
Oh, Davey Moore?
Yeah, he looked like a Trinidad style. Look like you know how the irky jerky throw left hook.
I see that too, though. Okay.
Yeah, I see that too. You're right. The way his stance and everything, how he stands and throws his punches.
Yeah, he lifts his shoulders when he's about to throw a punch.
Yeah.
You're right. I see that, Glenn. But look at that body shot by Roberto Duran, bro. Roberto Duran was relentless, bro. Non-stop pressure. You know what I mean? He ended up knocking out Davey Moore, who was a hell of a fighter, man. You know what I mean? Nobody gave Roberto Duran a chance in this fight. Roberto Duran, bro, he was always proving people wrong.
He approached this fight.
That's tough kind of a background, bro. That's what I was trying to say. Go ahead, my bad.
My bad. Duran definitely approached this fight way different. Well, it kind of started off like Sugar Ray, right? That's how it started.
He's older. He was older right here. He probably like 4 years later after that Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Hey, but see, one thing I want to say about Duran and Canelo, I noticed that Duran at one point, man, he did like to party a lot and stuff, man. And he used to blow up in weight, like in between fights. I think Canelo might be a little bit more disciplined athlete. I think once Roberto Duran beat Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, he was celebrating like crazy. You know what I mean? He got kind of wild a little bit. You know what I mean? He said he blew it to like 200 pounds and had to lose all that weight and stuff to make that the weight for the rematch. I think Canelo might be a little bit more disciplined. You know what I mean? I don't know what you think, Glenn, about that.
My bad, bro. I was texting my wife. What did you say, bro?
No, I was just talking about how Roberto Duran in between fights.
Yo, you saw that, bro?
Yeah, I see. Let me run that little piece back.
So when that switch came on?
Yeah, let me rewind it a little bit. But I was saying, Glenn, how Roberto Duran was after he beat Sugar Ray Leonard, he started partying a lot and he was celebrating his victory so much. You know, he wasn't ready for that rematch.
There you go.
Yeah. And you know what? And when you get a beast like a Roberto Duran that's never been dropped or anything, quitting and saying no mas.
Hey, Money, can run that back a little bit.
I got you. Go ahead, man.
When you got a beast like that's not scared of nobody and fights anybody and says no mas, that means that he understood. He understood he was being outclassed, bro. He didn't want to be embarrassed.
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
I want to just highlight real quick. I know everybody see the fight, but let it continue from there, right? Now you watch Duran get caught. It's something that Canelo do all the time, right? So when Canelo get caught, that's when his switch come on, bro. So when you box, he has it like you just boxing. That's
You got hit
cool.
with that uppercut.
But when
Damn.
boom, right there, right, and that's when see what I'm saying? That switch came right on. But guess what? His opponent, his switch thing, he caught him with a good shot, and his switch didn't come on. But Duran switch came on, not his. See what I'm saying?
Facts. Man, Durant was just beating him down, bro. He was breaking him
Now
down
you
with those
caught Duran
body
with a good shot. That's when you pulled the okay, I caught you. Now that's when your switch supposed to come on, but you turn his switch on, not yours.
Davey Moore was firing back shots with him though. Left hook. Roberto Duran was just too physical for that. Oh, damn, Davey Moore.
Okay, that was a good one. But that's no, that was crazy right there.
Roberto
Uppercut.
Duran had a chin, dog. He had a crazy ass chin.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, it's tough. It's tough to get like, you know what I mean, like hurt, like punch like that and just keep standing. You know, and Canelo's never been dropped, man. Canelo's a beast, man.
Yeah, he is
He
for
gets
sure.
mad. He smiles and gets mad if you hit him hard, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, uppercut Roberto Duran and a left hook to the body. Yo, those body shots is slowing down Davey Moore. Look at that
That's
right
another
hand to the
thing
body.
too, man. Yeah.
Damn.
That's how you know he's gonna fight now. He turned that switch on. He turned that Duran switch on with that hook he caught him with, and then that's when Duran turned it up on him. Now you want to fight.
See,
Now I'm not playing with you.
see when Roberto Duran lost fights, he got outboxed. You know,
Damn.
the fights that Roberto Duran lost, that's when he got outboxed. When he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard in that second fight, damn, that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy. That's look, they still trying to go after the belt. Damn.
That's the thing. Like the guy, like he catching him, Duran and stuff, but I guess he a calm boy or something. Cause Duran switch just turned right on, bro. Like,
Hey, but let's watch this little piece and then I'm gonna go in because they was throwing hands right here. Davey Moore hit him with some wicked ass shots.
Calm and hype, and he wasn't backing down either. So he got
right hand by Davey Moore. Damn, right hand. After the bell, he threw a shot. They still trying to go at it. Damn. But you know what I was saying was when Roberto Duran lost his fights is when he got outboxed. You know, he got outboxed by Sugar Ray Leonard in that second fight. When Roberto Duran lost to Wilfredo Benitez, he got outboxed. You know what I mean? That's how Canelo lost his fight to Mayweather. He got outboxed. You see what I'm saying? Canelo, when he struggled with Lara, he was getting outboxed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. How do you beat a Canelo? Use that Floyd Mayweather game plan, that Austin Trout blueprint, that Lara fighting style. That's why I think that Andrade is possibly going to be the biggest test for Canelo, man. That's what I.
It's all about who's going to be able to take the punches because right now, I'm going to be honest with you, I got Canelo first, right? Now, if somebody beats Canelo, like Andrade or Charlo or whatever, they're going to like jump into my pound for pound list like right off the top. They're not going to get past Terence Crawford and Lomachenko yet because Lomachenko and Crawford still got to lose for me to put anybody above them. You know, that's unfair for me to do that if I already have them in the top three. But definitely Canelo's out, and then one of these dudes is like right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what else though? This is the thing with what you just said, Ace Money too. Reason you said for him to use a Mayweather approach against Canelo, but this the difference though. This the difference. Mayweather never allowed Canelo to turn on his savage switch. He isolated that shit. He shut that shit down because Canelo never had no success. Even if he was to turn it on, he was inaccurate and missing. And Floyd could capitalize off of that, and he was already walking him down. So Floyd never let Canelo turn his switch. Which if Andrade hit him with something, that's not the same case. I don't think Andrade could turn off his switch.
To add on to that, if you don't mind, H. So to add on to that, I think that there were very few people that Floyd I can't even say allowed to turn on a switch, but knew how to turn on a switch, even if it was Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk about those people, you're talking about Zab Judah, you're talking about Jose Luis Castillo, you're talking about Ricky Hatton, believe it or not, until he got that check hook that knocked him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because Ricky Hatton was putting on pressure.
Hell yeah.
And then Cotto, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe Maidana. But besides that, that's a handful of people right there in his whole career out of 50 and 0 that even put pressure on him like that, because everybody else, he already knew what to do.
Yo, you're right about that. Yo, De La Hoya too. De La Hoya did a little good as well.
Yeah. I forgot about De La Hoya. Yeah, you're right. De La Hoya did it.
Yeah, so you're right about that, Glenn. You just nailed it right there. So the thing is this, man. Canelo in that Mayweather fight, I think he did try to switch his game plan around, but it was too late. I think it was around like round number 8 or round number 9. He started trying to put pressure on Floyd, but it was too late. You know what I mean? See, when he gets in that Andrade fight, bro, he better know off top. Like, hopefully, for all the Canelo fans, Canelo has learned his mistakes from that Floyd Mayweather fight. So he better not go in there and try to box with Andrade, because he's going to get outboxed. Andrade, I think, is one of the best boxers when it comes to just foot movement, ring IQ, footwork, and all of that stuff. Andrade, I think, is like top of the line. He up there with Crawford. His boxing ability, it might be even better than Crawford from what I see. You know what I mean? So he's one of the best pure boxers we got left in the sport of boxing. So Canelo, when they do fight, if they ever fight, Canelo needs to go in there with the game plan. Let me apply pressure on this guy. Let me get him on the ropes. Let me, bang him to the body. Let me go for the knockout Mexican style, like how he did against Triple G in the second fight. Because if he go in there try to box with Andrade, he's going to lose. So it depends on what is Canelo's mindset in that fight. You know what I mean? Has he learned from his mistakes? I want to see. That's why that fight I want to see. With those other fighters, I think Canelo is going to beat everybody at 168.
Can you show Canelo highlights?
I got you. I think Canelo beats everybody at 168, bro. To be honest, like all those dudes, Caleb Plant and Benavidez, Canelo could outbox Benavidez, bro. He would box circles around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's not gonna let Benavidez get a clean shot. And if Benavidez gives him a clean shot, he's gonna give him a 5 in return.
Exactly, man. Canelo's too quick for Benavidez, bro. You're gonna be too fast for him, dog. You know what I mean? He'll outbox him.
Yeah, and then not only that, like again, it's timing. That's what he did to Amir Khan. He timed him. He knew what he was doing. He knew what it he knew, bro. If you look at that shit from a couple rounds earlier, he was setting them up for that shit, and he feinted him, and he already knew what was gonna happen, what Amir Khan was gonna do, and just ducked, boom, overhand left, clipped him. Amir Khan knocked the fuck out.
Yo, Glenn, in the beginning of the fight, Amir Khan was winning those rounds, wasn't it?
He was, definitely. That's what I'm saying. But he was doing. It was almost like a bet, like Wilder does. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna hit you with the right hand and knock you the fuck out. Well, in this particular fight, it seemed like Canelo knew that he could land the left hook, and Khan was gonna go down. So all he worried about was planning it. He tried it round 6 because he didn't want to continue to lose the fight. So he tried it round 6 and he landed it.
So look, if Canelo, you know what I'm saying? If Amir Khan had a chin, you know what I'm saying? If he could take his punch, Amir Khan could have won that fight, though, huh?
Yeah, he could have, but Canelo would have had to. That's why he did it in round 6. You know what I'm saying? Like he tested it to see if the whole strategy was right. And if he wouldn't have been able to knock him out, at least he would have got the extra points for that round and been like, yo, damn, I'm gonna have to box this dude from now on. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was counting on that feint and counter. You know, it was all timing on that one. And again, styles make fight. We said that before. Styles make fights. And I think that this particular fight with Khan, everybody knows Khan has a glass chin. He was like, yo, I'm going in. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna catch him. He's gonna drop. I'm gonna win. Period. And that's what he did.
Man, when Canelo let those hands go, bro, when he be throwing those combinations, bro, that should be lovely, dog. I love to see him let his hands go, dog.
You should show some of that shit with Cotto, man, because Cotto was like throwing hands at him, and he was coming back, bro. He was coming back hard, man. And I love that fight because Cotto, half being half Puerto Rican, I'm a little biased when it comes to that. I love Cotto, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, that was a good ass fight, man. That was a really good fight.
Man, I used to love.
That's the highlight I want to see, the Canelo and Cotto, John.
Trinidad was my guy, bro, and then Cotto was my guy after Trinidad.
Because Trinidad's father used to go in the corner and smack the shit out of him. Wake up, motherfucker!
He did. I remember his dad used to slap the shit out of him, bro.
Be like, yo, wake up! What the fuck you losing? Bam! And smack the shit out of him. Man, and just to make him mad. Just to make him mad that he come back and fuck the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, whoever's in front of him, man, I feel bad. His dad just slapped him in the quarter.
I love Cotto, but man, Trinidad was the best Puerto Rican dog I ever seen fight, dog. It was nothing like Trinidad, but the excitement, to the ring, bro, man, to the emotion. He used to be pumping his chest. Man, he used to have the Puerto Rican flag with him, bro. He used to be dancing on the way to the ring. Man, Trinidad was
he fucked up by going up in weight to fight Bernard Hopkins. Because if he would have stood at the same weight, he would have been doing damage. But he wanted to be great. He dared to be great. But bro, you couldn't be great. And even Bernard Hopkins know how that situation was, bro. He had to run to the airplane because he threw down a Puerto Rican flag. Yo, he still talks about that shit to this day, Bernard Hopkins. He's like, yo, I had to run for my life. As soon as I did that shit, motherfucker started chasing me, bro.
Yeah, man.
He almost caused a riot.
Yeah,
bro.
They were pissed off at Bernard Hopkins.
Trinidad was
what made him do that? I mean, damn, Hopkins.
He was trying to sell the fight, bro. He didn't know that it was gonna be that serious. But in Puerto Rico,
he went to the flag with it though. That's what I'm like, bro. You about to have a war in the hood right now, nigga.
But his game plan worked because he was able to get in Trinidad's head after that. Trinidad was pissed off, when he did that. So Trinidad was going for a knockout. You know what I mean? Bernard Hopkins, but gave him a masterclass. See, the thing is, Trinidad was knocking everybody out, dog. He was kind of cocky at that time, bro. His head was so big, like I just beat that.
He shouldn't have moved up. He shouldn't have moved up, bro. Like he had a great career at his own weight class, bro. When he got cocky and moved up to Bernard, I remember going to this dude's house, Dominican dude, and his whole family there, and they were rooting, and I was like, man, these are one of those fights, bro, that I don't know. I'm a Puerto Rican fan, but I don't know. Like, I think he made a mistake with this one. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, that's what it came to be.
Man, I'm having flashbacks now, bro. I remember that shit now.
To be honest, around that time, I really didn't know who Bernard Hopkins was, bro. I'm like, who is this dude Felix Trinidad fighting? I know everybody, but
he had Philly, bro. Bernard Hopkins had Philly, like, bro, during that time, bro. Oh man, I remember that shit.
But probably H Money, you probably don't remember because he was in jail for a minute before he came out, and then when he came out, that's when he started making noise again, and then he wanted to fight Roy Jones, and he didn't get that opportunity again until late, like I don't even remember what year, but it was like 2000 something.
Yeah, because he was ducking. Roy Jones was ducking him. That's why.
I remember that situation.
What's up?
I couldn't holler at no mommies during that time.
They was mad at you, bro, because you was voting for executioner.
Bro, I was always executioner, bro. But when he do that flag shit, bro, to get that fight pop off, dog, I was getting the mommies back then, bro. I ain't getting no play, bro.
When it's those types of events, when you know that their plans are to go to the family's house to watch some boxing, and there's a Puerto Rican boxer, man, you just stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, holler at them next week.
Yeah, next week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Give them 2 weeks to get over that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yo, bring Corona with you too, man.
See, but before that Trinidad fight, Bernard Hopkins had just beat Keith Holmes. That was like a unification bout. Because, that was a middleweight tournament they was in. It was William Joppy, Bernard Hopkins. They had William Joppy, Bernard Hopkins, Keith Holmes, and they had Felix Trinidad to make an undisputed, middleweight champion. So they had all the champions in the tournament. So Bernard Hopkins had fought Keith Holmes in unification bout. Felix Trinidad fought against William Joppy. He knocked out Joppy, and then they met up. But I think the first time I ever heard of Hopkins when he fought Keith Holmes, but I didn't know how good he was or anything about him.
Yeah.
But when he fought Trinidad, after he beat Trinidad, everybody knew who Hopkins was after that, dog.
Oh yeah. We already knew. Like me, like I told you, like I'm not somebody that just like watches socially like when I was little, because my family used to watch it. And my family before that used to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like they love boxing. I grew up in a boxing family. You know what I mean? Like everybody, since I could remember, people used to go to my grandmother's house for the boxing events. Then they used to go to my aunt's house. Then they used to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? And it skipped over my mother. Now, sometimes we split the bill. I go to my mother's house. I pay for the shit or whatever. Or me and my boys will go to Wayne House or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But usually the shit is at my house nowadays, you know. So I like when that happened, I went to my boy's house because I had just moved back to Fort Lauderdale. I had moved briefly back to New York, you know, for like 8 months. And then I moved back down to South Florida, you know, and then, you know, out of Miami, but in Fort Lauderdale and Hollandale, you know what I'm saying? And then, I watched that fight, man, and I already knew. I was nervous. I was like, yo, Trinidad, why did you do that, man? Why did you go up to fight this beast, man? Why did you go up to do this, man? You know, and he did it. And, I can't get mad at him for trying to be great, but I already knew he was going to lose, bro. I already knew that he was going to lose against Bernard. If De La Hoya gave you that much of a problem, you talking about Bernard Hopkins, bro. Like, he's calling out Roy Jones. And Roy Jones at that time, that was the master. That was the master, bro. That was you know what I'm saying, Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? Catching bullets with his teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Roy Jones was like, I looked at Roy Jones like a machine. Like, yo, oh shit, man, ain't no better boxer than Roy Jones. You know what I mean? So that's another one I got to put in my top 5, by the way. But anyway, this shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. I don't know why he did it, but he did it. And
that era, man, that part.
Yeah, that shit, man. I was upset, man. I feel sorry for you because I know that the mommies was not talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Everybody was mad, man. Everybody was mad. Like, yo, Trinidad.
I love Trinidad too, man. And I'm like, damn, like, bro, you could at least made it a draw, bro. Like, bro, like, you know what I mean? You can't at least get knocked down one time for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but you know what? He also gave a boxing lesson to Kelly Pavlik. What y'all think about Kelly Pavlik and what he did?
Oh man,
yo, Kelly, he was good. He knocked out Jermaine Taylor. I think he knocked out Edison Miranda too. Edison Miranda was a killer at one point too.
And you remember Edison Miranda? Yo, Edison was crazy, bro. Like he fought one time in a fight. They broke his jaw the second round. And he fought the whole fight.
He was a killer, bro. Glenn, I really watched this boxing shit. Like, bro,
I could tell because you already understood when I was talking about Kelly Pavlik. And yes, he did knock out Jermaine Taylor. And Jermaine Taylor used to be a beast, but he actually dropped Kelly Pavlik first in that fight.
Yep, he did. That shit was one of the best fights I think I ever seen.
Of that year. Yeah. Of that year, definitely. Like I think it was a fight of the year candidate for that, or if not the fight of the year. But he dropped Pavlik. Pavlik got up and fucking dropped him in the corner, like beat the shit out of him in the corner. And I already knew that Kelly Pavlik was about that because number one, where he comes from, Youngstown, Ohio, is actually an old school boxing town. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that. You know, like you got certain areas like, you know, Philly, Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But Youngstown, Ohio is actually like a very established boxing town.
I think it was longer than the fucking 2 weeks now.
Yeah, fucking. I remember that fight when he dropped Jermaine Taylor. Lennox Lewis was actually commentated for one of the first times, and Lennox Lewis with his little English accent, he was like, "We got a tough cookie out of Youngstown," you know. I was like,
yo, he surprised me, man. But Pavlik was good, you know. Pavlik was really good, but man, Hopkins beat the fuck out of him, bro. Hopkins.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. We're trying to explain how good Pavlik was, and then when he fought Hopkins just took him to school, bro.
Hey, you think Andrade or Charlo should try to attempt what Bernard Hopkins did to get that Canelo fight.
Yeah, he should. He should do that. Like throw a Mexican flag down to try to get a Canelo fight. That really gonna piss him off, bro. That will piss him off for sure.
It seems like that's the way you gotta do it.
It depends where Andrade live. Because if he live on the West Coast, man, I wouldn't recommend throwing a Mexican flag on the floor like that.
I think he on the East Coast. He over there off of Rhode Island. Isn't
you know he say history?
Oh, okay. So if he on the East Coast, then yeah, throw that shit all day down. You know what I'm saying? Throw it on Instagram. Ain't nobody get mad. You in Rhode Island? Ain't nobody get mad in Rhode Island about you doing that.
Yo, Rhode Island is in New York,
that'd be crazy, bro.
Rhode Island is up there. It's near New York. Yeah, it's one of those top East Coast states. Like you got all them little small ass states over there, like Vermont, New Hampshire, and all that shit. Then you got the tri-state, which is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. It's that's really the when you listen to Hot 97 in New York, like when you hear the morning show and all that shit, like with Charlemagne the God and all that, like all that shit is on. It's in the tri-state. It's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. But outside of that, they get different. Like they don't get the same information, and so you don't really have a lot of Puerto Ricans, Dominicans like that. You know what I'm saying? Like or Mexicans.
Let me say this, my bad. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying I'm not condoning that to do that. But I'm just saying it seemed like he got to do something extreme to get a Canelo fight, bro. Or at least fight somebody, from what Canelo fans are saying.
Hey, they might have to do that though. You know what I mean? Like especially
maybe not that though. Maybe he can I don't know, roast him or something. Or is he a comedian? Like
you're trying to be nice now. You trying to start a riot first. Now you're trying to be nice.
Yeah,
he said first burn a flag, then he said, "Yo, like, you could just roast them." You know what I mean? Like, yo, I didn't say that.
It's 2020.
That was Ape that said that.
That's throwback stuff, man.
Flag and do something to get his attention.
Roasting go a long way in 2020.
You know what? Because then the fans are gonna put the pressure on. Like, yo, you really gonna let them burn the flag like that? You know what I mean? Or throw the flag down? I think burning the flag is better.
Who you think that could roast Canelo so bad, like between Charlo and Andrade? Because I don't think Andrade could do
one of the best shit talkers in boxing.
Andrade has a better chance to me in the ring, but Charlo got more of a vocal, you know what I'm saying? Like he be talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like roasting though. Is he a good roaster?
As far as he's roasting on the internet, self-promoting.
Like if he was to roast Canelo or something.
Yeah, like if he was to roast him like on the internet, you saying like trolling him, like yo talking shit about him?
Nah, not just talking ish is one thing, but roasting is a whole nother. You know
I think talking about clowning him and shit, making fun of him and shit like that.
Something what Ryan Garcia is trying to do. You see what Ryan doing the tank?
Yeah, but he's doing it on the internet. That's what I mean. That's what I was asking you. Like you mean like on social media?
Yeah, we're not touching flags out here, man. Not 2020. Okay. Not right now in this climate, bro.
so yeah, if you talking about just roasting on social media, I think probably Charlo does a better job because he just used to talking shit.
Unless he brings somebody in for him and speak for him and roast for him,
like what's his name, Black Sun.
Yeah, get somebody like that.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck, dog.
You gotta get somebody to roast Canelo, man. Be like, who is this?
Yo, I think Michael Blackston might be the funniest dude in the world right now. To be honest, bro, he be roasting.
You gotta think outside the box and get this fight to get his attention, bro.
Y'all remember when he roasted Adrian Broner? He was like, "Yo, man, beat your ass and send you back to the hood." That shit was funny, dog.
Yo, he roasted a lot of people so far, man. He roasted. Yo.
Get some of
that motherfucker been rapping. He got a song. He got a song for real. But yeah. Hey, so look, tomorrow we gonna turn back up, man. I got a couple of videos. Which one y'all trying to do tomorrow? If y'all available, of course. I got a video comparing Jamal Charlo to Jermaine Taylor. Jamal Charlo, Jermaine Taylor comparison, or we can do Duran Ennis, the next Earl Spence. I think Duran Ennis reminds me of Earl Spence a lot with his body punching. You know what I mean? The southpaw, hell of a fighter out of Philly. Also, I got a video, man. I'm thinking about Lomachenko Lomachenko compared to Edwin Valero. I don't know if y'all. I know Glenn probably remember Edwin Valero. He committed.
Yeah, but I'm actually interested in that Ennis one because with him and Errol Spence, that would be number one, giving positive reflection to the prospects, and at the end of the day, also it's really like a good comparison.
Hey, H Money, if you want some heat to your channel, man, just put DSG in your title, man, with Canelo comparison. I mean, with Cotto.
I got you. I was thinking about with the Cotto, Danny Garcia. I was watching Danny Garcia highlights. He do kind of remind me of Cotto a little bit, but I see Cotto was a better boxer. Well, Danny.
His footwork and his head speed were way better than Danny Garcia, bro. Danny Garcia.
No, listen. We want if you do that comparison with Cotto, trust me, bro. You got keep going back and forth to those two fights, man. You gonna see what I'm talking about.
Now I know, but if I wake up and I forget about this conversation, then I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is H Money talking about?
We on a comparison series.
Yeah. I think personally, Ennis, and this other, but I'm willing to talk about whatever. You know, we're gonna chop it up regardless. Have a good night. But hey, listen, I'm on 6%. I'm gonna back off, but don't end the conversation so quick because I'm trying to send you a super chat, but I can't do it from here from private conversation.
I got you. I'll probably call you later if you're gonna be. Let me know if you're gonna be up later. I might call you. You know what I mean? But yeah. My bad. Go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to send you a super chat though, you know, through the stream.
I don't have super chats. Remember, I told you my channel never got.
You ain't got no super chats, homie. I can't support you like that.
It won't let me. Nah, they didn't pass my channel for the super chats for some reason. I don't know. Some bullshit.
That's the goal to get that, man.
Eventually, you try to do it, it won't even allow you to do it.
Damn, bro. Okay, well, you know,
figure that out, man. Eventually, you'll get. H Money gotta have that on there. H Money, bro.
Yeah, of course. And like I'm trying to show you some support. You know what I'm saying? Like this and that. You know.
I got you, Glenn. It won't man, for sure. If you know what I'm saying, if it was able for me to do it, yeah, you know, I'd be more than happy. You know, trying to support.
You think you gotta be on the tube for a period of time to get that on there, or
no?
what?
You gotta have over 1,000 subs. I got 2,000 subs, but the thing is, like your channel got to get monetized. There's some shit you got to do called monetize your channel. My channel, it didn't pass the test. Like it's like a test. They go through your channel and see if you get monetized. They didn't.
You know they're doing.
So I'm gonna start sharing your link, bro. I'm gonna start sharing your link so people could subscribe, bro.
For sure, that's love. That's love. Yo, Glenn, if you're gonna be up, I'm gonna call you. I might do that Duran Ennis Earl Spence tomorrow, though. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah,
I'll be.
Salute, Glenn.
Yo, salute back, brother, man. Have a great night. And thank you for chopping up with me, man. Interesting discussions.
Man. Always, man. Good talk, bro.
Appreciate it. Peace, bro. For sure. But yeah, man, JFL, look, for y'all, I do want to do a video, put you in the title, but you know the video.
No, not me, bro. I'm talking about Cotto and Danny, bro.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put your name in the video. Because I see you've been roasting people, like certain people you've been roasting on your channel. I want to do a live stream on my channel. You know, one of the dudes that you don't like, you know what I mean? One of them dudes you've been exposing. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to name it like, you know, such and such exposed by, you know what I'm saying, DSFG, you know what I'm saying, 38-0. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The name of your channel.
That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But we'll keep the series going with the comparisons, though, to follow up with the Bud and Spence.
Boots and Spence?
No, to follow up with the previous ones that we did with Spence, and then we did Bud, and now I was trying to, you know, keep it in sync with it's already in sync because we got Canelo, which that's good. So I'll be looking forward for Cotto and Danny Garcia comparisons because there's a lot I can explain and show you what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yo, so what you think about that Duran Ennis and Earl Spence comparison, though?
So who?
Duran Boots Ennis and Earl Spence. Like Duran Ennis, the next Earl Spence. You think you see similarities with them?
No, that's the thing. I've been seeing the comparisons I got for Boots Boots is like a Philly version of Spence and AB in one, but with another twist on with a throwback fighter. So that's why he's a problem because he can approach fighters like an AB, and he can approach a fighter like he a Spence. But he also Philly, but he also got another boxer, like three boxers in one. That's why he's a problem. You know what I mean?
Facts, facts. That motherfucker could fight though, man. I like Duran Ennis. I just wanted to see him tighten up his defense a little bit.
There's
I
certain
think
things he got tight. Yeah, he got tight up on certain things, but that's the thing. He's now we'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still working on explaining that too. You know what I mean? But so far, for the throwback fighter compared to Boots, we're gonna seek that one out too. I guess. You know what I mean? And
all right.
for the record, you know what I'm saying? No one should do, no boxer should do what Bernard Hopkins did ever. That was a different era, man. Different times, bro. That was his call. You know what I mean?
For sure. I got some more videos, bro. Let's keep it going.
We don't
More
condone, we don't condone touching flags, bro.
for sure, for sure.
Man, he had Philly. Yo, he had Philly bro. He had Philly on the hot spot before hot spot, bro.
Let me play this Roberto Duran piece real quick. Dang, this shit low. Let this ride for a second. When they talk about him and Sugar Ray.
I recall seeing one of Duran's fights in Las Vegas, and I recall having a chance to meet Jackie Gleason at Caesar's Palace at ringside. And being the kind of cocky kid I was, I said, Mr. Gleason, it's a pleasure meeting you. By the way, I'll beat that guy one day. And Jackie Gleason looked at me like a father and said, son, don't risk your life.
Sugar Ray Leonard became the darling of the boxing world when he captured the gold for America at the 1976 Olympics. By 1980, he was welterweight champion. Sugar Ray was being hailed as the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world. Roberto Duran moved up a weight class to challenge his claim. Their June 1980 bout would be the richest prize fight in history. But while Leonard would make $10 million, Duran would earn less than $2 million. The street fighter couldn't wait.
What comes into play is psychological warfare because Duran's looked upon as being a guy who is nasty, who is intimidating. He would punch you in the face at a press conference. He would kick you in a way and he would curse you out, he would curse your wife out. He got to my head. He got into my head.
Yeah, but Ray, I was so mad I wanted to fight him right then and there at each of these press conferences.
He challenged my manhood. He challenged my manhood.
Curse words. Anything to have him come straight at me so that I could knock him out. You son of a mother's
Duran walks around like he owns the world. He wants to intimidate not just fighters. He wants to intimidate people in general. Duran resented the fact that I was the marquee name from a general public standpoint.
Well, they said that at the time, Ray was America's golden boy. And even people in Panama, which kind of hurt me a little bit. Didn't think I could beat him. So I went into that fight with something to prove.
Coming up, the brawl in Montreal.
He knocked my teeth back because he was just so possessed. He was a demon.
And later, the man with hands of stone shocks the boxing world.
Hey, what's happening? Duran says no. I think he's winning.
This is
Damn.
beyond the glory.
That name, Moses Piet, is true. Hands of stone. Every punch, and I'm not exaggerating, every punch that he hit me with, from the body to the head, felt like bricks, stone, rocks.
Midway point of round two, and Leonard starting to push that jab in there, but he gets rocked by a left hook from Duran.
He knocked my teeth back. My first 3-4 teeth in front, knocked them back because he was just so possessed. He was a demon. told him, you're no good. You're not a fighter. You're no good. Better than you are.
Duran won the fight in Panama. It was as if they'd won a war. He had departed Panama as a king. He returned as a legend. Roberto Duran was a world celebrity.
Just because welcome that any person received in Panama since the independence of the Panama Front.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that little piece. Let me turn the volume down. What's up with it, JFL man? What's your thoughts?
Man, that was epic, bro. I mean, 2 point of views. At the end of the day, we know they both good-hearted people. But the perception that they had, you know what I'm saying, that was, that's what they outlook on it, you know what I'm saying? But, eventually, you know, everything turned out, the way it did. But the way what they was talking right now, that shit was epic, bro. Like, man, mind blowing, bro.
For sure, man. Appreciate it, JFL, bro. You know what I mean? Thanks for joining the panel. Tomorrow night, I'm thinking possibly the Earl Spence, possibly Duran Ennis video tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? A Philly fighter. JFL is in Philly right now. Duran Ennis, I think he's going to be the next great fighter from Philadelphia. We know the legacy of Philadelphia fighters from, we got Joe Frazier, Mildred Taylor, Bernard Hopkins, Tyrell Biggs was from Philly. You have fighters such as Danny Garcia, of course. You know what I mean? Now Duran Ennis. You know what I mean? Julian Williams. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? That motherfucker from Philly. He's an IBO champion. Damn, what's his name? He got that beard. Look, he's a short dude. He's kind of small.
Bear Gang, I'm gonna have to holler on that later. I'm not really sure.
Dang, I know his name, bro.
Man, that clip right there, bro. They said, yo, when he won, they felt like they won a war. Yo, that's heavy stuff right there, bro.
Yeah, they did say that, yo. It was like he left Panama as a king, and he came back as what did he say? He came back as some shit, bro. But
man, heavy stuff, man. They be talking in quotables for real, like. And then they duked it out again, man. And that's that epic shit right. That's that legend shit right there, bro.
Yep.
That's legend status stuff, man.
Let me find that Philly fight. He fights at 130. He's an IBO champion. Let me go to the list of IBO champions. IBO champions.
Shout out to Sugar Ray and Duran, man.
I know,
Hands
dude.
of Stones, man. So Canelo got a good comparison, bro.
That motherfucking name, bro.
Hands of Stones, man.
Featherweight, I think. That nigga name. Yeah. And they hating on dude.
He said he hating on dude.
Philly champions, bro.
Man. You know we're the underdogs. We don't get on Google until later.
What's that nigga name, bro? Fresh BX, where you at, Fresh BX? Who that Philly champion with the beard? Philly champion. Let's go, bro. I'm about to find out. J-Rock, when J-Rock lost. J-Rock lost. He was at the J-Rock fight when he lost. My nigga with the beard, bro. Hey, he a Philly fighter too. Dylan Price.
Who he fought though?
Damn.
I probably can remember you telling me who he fought. Well, he up and coming, right? Or what?
He up and coming. He's an RBO champion.
Okay.
He from Philly too. J-Rock stable made his name Dylan Price. He's about 19 years old. This kid right here, he coming up.
Okay. That's what's
Dylan
up.
Price is another dude too. What's that nigga name? Damn, where Fresh BX at? But yeah, he coming up. He from Philly.
Chat smoke. I'm just thinking about that Duran and that whole deal with that, man. That's some heavy stuff, man.
Damn, I can't believe I forgot this nigga name. Let me go to it, bro. Yeah, man. Duran is a beast, man. Keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Let me find this fighter. I want you to keep talk about whatever you want to talk about, my boy.
You see, that's what Canelo needs. He needs a epic fight with an opponent. You know, he need names, man. And the good comparisons with Duran, I could definitely see that. Hopefully Canelo comes back down and get back in the mix. Uh, you know what I mean? To make those fights happen, man. Like just go down the list, man. Like this quarantine time is really game planning. Uh, coming back to boxing. So hopefully everybody got the route they're gonna take and stick to it, you know what I'm saying, or take the necessary challenges that's in the way, you know what I'm saying, or make other fights easier. Of course it's gonna be a payday at the end of the day, so I don't see, why
All
not
right,
make
I found
that
his
fight.
name. My bad, I got his name. Stephon Fulton. You know who that is?
Let me see a picture real quick.
Dang it. I can't believe I forgot his name. Here we go. Boxer.
I'm gonna binge on some classic
Here you go,
fights,
right here.
on some backstories and shit like that. Cause
Stephen Fulton from Philly. He an IBO champion. I might have to do a video on him. He's been, you know what I mean, making noise. He fights for PBC. Al Heyman fighter.
okay.
Yeah, so he on a rise. You know what I mean? That's another Philly fighter. So you got Duran Ennis, Stephen Fulton, you got Danny Garcia, Dylan Price right now. You know what I mean? Still Julian Williams, of course. Philly fighters doing their thing. But you know what I mean? Shout outs to JFL though, turning up with me for sure, man. We had a great show. You know what I mean? Canelo, Alvarez, the next, Roberto Duran. Appreciate your time, my brother. Tomorrow night, we gonna do the video. You know what I'm saying? Duran Ennis, the next Earl Spence Jr., man. Y'all come through, support the channel. Appreciate it. Go subscribe to JFL. You know what I'm saying? DSFG. You know, hey, JFL, but them dudes you be roasting on your channel, you know you made one of them dudes a fucking change their YouTube name.
You changed their name now?
Wow. Yeah. You know, all right, who was the last person you made a video about on your channel? The last person you would expose?
L Dude.
Nah, you yesterday who you exposed? I think you exposed Unbiased.
Oh yeah, biased, unbiased.
He changed his YouTube name.
He changed it to what though?
To UB Boxing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he changed his name to UB Boxing now. So after you exposed him, you made him fucking change his YouTube name. And guess what? Who else you exposed? You exposed the Red Glove dude. That motherfucker don't even be making videos no more ever since you exposed him. He barely making videos now. So,
but
that nigga's soft.
That's what he do. Like he leaves, comes back like what I miss type boy. You know what I'm saying? And like he keep. Man, listen, Red Glove. He duck smoke, and that's what it was. But that's what it is.
For sure. Man, yeah, man, if you want to do a live stream exposing whoever, I could just set up a video, you know what I mean? There's like such and such exposed by, you know what I'm saying, JFL, you know what I mean? Such and such exposed by DSFG 38 and 0, you know what I'm saying? We could do it like that. It's whatever. However,
I'm gonna convert Unbiased to a Team DSG soon.
Little Byron, what's up? I'm about to close it out. You came right when I'm about to leave. Yeah, I went, man, we did a lot of hours this time. It was an interesting topic. But, hey, man, Little Byron, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. We're about to shut it down. Thank you, my brother. We was live for a long time, bro. Holy ish, man. You know what I mean? Holy shit. We was live for a long time. Appreciate it, JFL. Tomorrow, though, is going to be a video, man. Duran Ennis, the next Earl Spence Jr. Man, appreciate everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Right now, man, we had a great video. Canelo Alvarez, the next Roberto Duran. You know what I mean? He's the closest thing to Roberto Duran Shout outs to Roberto Duran, a legend in the sport of boxing. The hands of stone, man. And shout outs to Canelo. We're signing out. Thank you, JFL. We out of here.
Appreciate you, H Money.
I appreciate it tomorrow, my brother. Peace.